talent.
Wow.
Because the people is good, is very nice. Your boss is very good. I'm very happy, okay? Wow. Yeah, I learned me.
Wow.
This is talent. This is talent.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, man. Wow. I respect this Gambian talent.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Talent touch. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Wow. Any moment, any time, any night. Okay?
Dorland the set and Gambia talent promotion, you get me? They promoted only Gambians and this is our own thing, Gambia, you get me? So my fans so let me go this boy, feel regular boy, it's a hot platform be the boy, yeah? You get me? This is how we do it.
Take it from a kid, Mim Farman had different to I'm getting it all is so much. I'll be need lap. Ye duale jal se jabur jam ndol ka bi freedom of space te buale jam duol be la dua du bual be bua alla bolon esti Gambian dream brikama boyo ndol kanna kuole ki is all about Gambian talent TV tune in direct ala jibe stay tuned mimbe kiring Gambia bantala Gambia luo
Karasu Properties and Investment Limited ye can also dale lamen karawa 20 by 20 jiobeje kurangabeje nin sunkaro bunya na la horomo kan ba wafila $200,000 cash ikafumi mfane mortgage ka domoni ninjo kata fukari woro ibo wafila $250,000 Kairosu Properties and Investment Limited ibal content the sunkaro Kairosu Properties link us and we make you a home builder.
Justice Charles Suleiman Jallo, Chairman of the Gambia Constitutional Review Commission, and I watch Gambian Times TV.
Good evening, good afternoon. Fu ñu waay di dégloo di ñu seetaane ci ñeneenti koñi àdduna penku xarfu ngopp wala ngalandu ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen dalal fii ci Gambian Talents Radio, Gambian Talents TV, wherever you are watching us from, whether you are in the Gambia, whether you are in Europe, in America, in the UK, or wherever you are from. ñi ñuy seetaane China, ñi ñuy seetaane ba Saudi Arabia, mane ba Mexico ak India ñu ngi leen ay bëggee, ñi ñuy déglu live on WhatsApp ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen dalal, ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan on YouTube ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen dalal, ñi nga xam ne ñoo ñuy seetaan on Facebook ñu ngi leen ay bëggee, and those of you that are following us live on the Gambian Talents TV kon ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen wax ne yéen a ngi seetaan di Nyohobai show. A few minutes ago we were on air and we are back again to talk to the main man himself, Mr. Action Man, Musa Yalli Batchilly, leader of the Gambia Action Party. Greetings to you, Mr. Batchilly.
Jerejef, Mr. Job Nakam.
Alhamdulillah. Glad to have you on the Nyohobai show. This is a platform that I welcome prominent Gambians that are doing well in different walks of life, especially politicians. I have the privilege to interview the Secretary General of the PDOIS, Mr. Halifa Sallah, the Honorable Secretary General of the United Democratic Party, Lawyer Usainu Dabo, Fabakary Tombong Jatta of the APRC, and you name them. Of course, you are the newest politician in the Gambia, and the person that registered the newest political party, the youngest political party in the Gambia, my Gambia Action Party GAP, less than 6 months or about 6 months or thereabout. Mobile rek nga nuyuwante ak suñ bokki déglukat yi as we welcome you on the Gambian Talents platform.
Yes, Mr. Job, jërëjëf naka maa ngi nuyu Gambian si yëpp ñu nekk Gambia and outside Gambia di leen gërëm di leen ziare den Gambia mooy suñ Gambia te Gambia mooy lépp man maay Musa Yalli Batchilly suma papa mooy Alhaji Ousseynou Batchilly suma yaay mooy Aminata Bayo and I was born 23rd March 1972 fii laa defee suma primary school St. Teresa's Primary ma dem St. Augustine def suma high school then I proceed ma dem US ma dem Canada and then further my education from there me. So this is Musa Yalli Batchilly, Secretary General of Gambia Action Party.
Okay.
Wow.
Glad to hear that, Mr. Batchilly. You have actually gone through primary education. Say I ask Papa, Gambians, of course. Where do they live? Fan lañ dëkk ci Gambia. Fan nga juddoo ak fan nga lifin?
Suma papa original dafa jógee Garawol Kantora, suma yaay jógee Pasama Natabulu Wili Bana East, and then Pabi migrate mu ñëw toog fi Latrikunda Jaman. Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I asked Papa Garawal lañ jógee. We were actually in Garawal village not long ago to actually do an investigation si affaire Sarahule caste system bi nga xam ne mu ngi go on foofu noonu. So kon Garawal nga jógee. I think they are very nice people. I spoke to some people on the ground in Garawal. Waaye ñu continuer rek ak yow ci waxtaan bi ngeen yaa ngi jógee Garawal from the Sarahule tribe, attended St. Teresa's and then later to St. Augustine's before traveling to the United States. In the United States, dang fi dem school, if so, ban college or university nga attend?
Wow, Buma dem na suma high school, Dumba High School la in Washington DC. Then from there I proceed them Canada. And then I did some studies in Canada, and then I worked there a little bit. From there, I went back to the diamond business. Wow.
Okay, diamond business from America, Canada.
No, one man did diamond business in America and Canada. The madam America, from madam Canada, Canada. Then I went to Angola.
Okay.
Then I started doing my diamond business at Fabi, and I do a lot of business with my father.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's proceed the interview in English to give a wider audience. Hamnane dang de laka angale bu lifit mashallah. I mean, so let's switch to English so that multiple people will have access to this interview and the things that we'll be talking about. So how long were you in America before going to Canada?
Mr. Juve, staying in America, how long I've been in America before moving to Canada? To me, I live in America in and out for over 20-something years. In and out, Canada, US, Africa, Europe. To me, can we go further about it? Let's talk about some important issue, not about how long I stay in Canada. I don't mean to be more, but my traveling issues, I don't like talking about it a lot. I move to US, I go to Canada, I go to Europe, I go to Asia, I go to Africa. But actually, let's talk about this is me.
Yes, Mr. Batchilly, one thing I just want to establish, you see, you are trying to seek the highest office in the country. And it is important, every single amount of information, it's important for Gambians to know that will help them to be able to make an informed decision to see if we can trust Mr. Batchilly with the highest land in the office. Because we have seen time and time again where presidents came and because of so many things, they ended up doing some things that are unfortunate. I mean, in this situation, you have the opportunity to talk to our audience. They want to know probably some of these things is important. I mean, how long were you in America? How long were you in Canada? I mean, the places you've been to. Maybe your experience alone. I might be sitting in my little corner or somebody can be sitting in their little corner and decide based on what you told them, hey, this is a very experienced person. He deserves my vote. Don't you think so?
I believe what you said is your question is relevant and important. I live in America. I left here in 1989 and I stayed about first time. I stayed 1 year, 2 years in America, and I moved to Canada. Spent another 3 years back to US, and then from there, then I moved to Europe. From there, then I moved to the African countries, that we do some business from there, go back to US again. That's what I said. I'm moving because the way our business goes, we have to move from one angle to another angle. Altogether, I left from 1980 up to today. I'm traveling all over the world.
Okay.
Yeah. Well exposed. I've been all over the world. The Caribbean, the North America, the Latin America, the Europe, the Asia. Aside from that, the Asia, the Africa. I have never traveled to Asia so far.
Okay. That's a well of experience that you have had there. I mean, traveling across the world, seeing how things are done in different parts of the world. Traveling is very important. Ñu ne ko do tukki do xam fu dëkk neexee loolu la olof yi wax. So do tukki do xam fan la dëkk neexee. So it's important for one to travel so that you will be able to see how things are done in different places. It can teach you a lot of things that you may not even learn on a book or from a book or something. Them talk formal education is important, but ñun ñu tukki yep am na lu bari loo xam ne yes traveling moo ñu ko may, and having that experience I think is very important. But then it's clear you said you've traveled to different places and the nature of your business allows you to be able to go to different places, be mobile. But then from some of the things we have heard, amna ñu wax ne Mr. Batchilly was deported from America or Canada in the past. Is that true? Were you ever deported from America or Canada?
That's you see, everybody's entitled with their opinion. They can, like I told you earlier, Mr. Jim, psychological warfare. And people talk when their belly is full, they talk. But me, I will never be deported.
So you are never
be deported,
anyway,
never, man. And if they can verify in American immigration INS, they can tell Musa Yalli, have you been deported? Never have, never will.
President Barrow sits down and
I left voluntarily. And I come.
Okay.
Ain't nobody deported Batchilly, man. Nobody ever. I have never will be deported.
Okay. President Barrow sits down.
I left to US when my father passed away, 2004.
2004.
So for them, when people say that I've been deported, they are just claiming, they're just seeming themselves. For me, no one. I have never will. And if they want to verify, INS there. Musa Yalli Batchilly, has he ever been deported? They will verify.
Well, myself, I was on deportation. I mean, and I was dealing with the American immigration system for over 10 years. Our president, Adama Barrow, sits down and says it openly that he was deported from Germany back in the days. It's not a shame sometimes, as far as you haven't done much like a significant crime that warrants for you to be deported. Any country, I'm not right to say ne bugol tumala suma dekate danganit purgena and lulu is not a crime. But moving on, Mr. Batchilly traveled across the country, does business. Just for the record again, what type of business do you say you are engaged in?
Like I told you earlier, our family business is a diamond business and we are diamond dealer.
Oh, diamond dealer. Okay. In fact, Balamang Kumbalingfing is watching right now and he said, bro, I know this man very well.
Your line is cut enough. It's not fair.
I say Balamang
I cannot hear you.
Balamang, can you hear me now? Can you hear
me? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Now it's clear now, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Balamang Kumbalingfing is watching right now and he wrote on Facebook that I know this man very well. His dad was a rich man and a philanthropy. He used to help the poor in the neighborhood. Koko munge said nesa papa used to help the people in the neighborhood. Now he knows you very well and your dad used to help people in the neighborhood. Okay, diamond dealer, Angola, where else did you live and work as a diamond dealer? One yen dekanga dekon?
Mr. Juve, to me, you see, I don't like talking about my business a lot. As far as people know, we are getting into this is to me, I'm not interested on the part. My interest is like about the agendas that I have, and like somebody just testified that my father was a philanthropist, which I one time told in my interview by KTV that I'm from a philanthropist family. You see, my father, I'm the first son of my dad. We believe in helping. As far as I'm talking right now, as we're talking, you understand, before I come up to your studio, I got about 20 calls. They're waiting for me in my house just for them to let me help them. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just telling you who we are. Let's get into the main subject, which the brother mine, so that they can know the agenda and the vision that I have for the nation.
Yeah, but you see, Mr. Batchilly, that is important. But before people know your agenda, I will still insist that it's important for people to know about you, Mr. Batchilly. And this is how we do it.
Okay, let me interrupt. I've been to Sierra Leone, I've been to Conakry, I've been to Angola, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Namibia, wherever there is a gemstone diamond, I've been all over to make sure that's my trade. I travel a lot. So I don't want to give people, when you start talking about who you are, what you have, the eyes. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, let's protect ourselves from the evil and evil mouth. So I don't want to talk about into my financial thing. I'm not hiding anything. I'm clear like ABC. When time comes, they will see. So for now, Mr. Juve, I know you want me to clarify who am I. I'm Musa Batchilly from a business family. And we work hard. We love to help people, and that's I can run it right now.
Mr. Batchilly.
Later on, if they want to know much about me, let them come.
Yeah, but then Mr. Batchilly, you are a busy man, like you said, and not everybody has access to meet you. The citizens' interaction with you, the politicians, can only be through the media, Mr. Batchilly. Not everybody can get hold of you. Not everybody will.
Well, with me, I can object that, Mr. Juve. Me, anytime people call me, they see me.
Okay.
You see, it's not like because of public figure. Wallahi, public figure to me, I don't like even calling myself a public figure. Everybody is public figure, but in a different way. As far as public figure, people are seeing you, it's a different way. I can be a public figure as a secretary general. Somebody can be a public figure as a tycoon businessman. For me, I'm a servant. I believe to serve humanity. I'm busy, but I answer calls. Whoever want to talk to me, they come to my house, they meet me, and I sit and talk. So really,
but then not every anyway.
I'm different. I'm administrator.
Yes,
me an administrator. You have to open your arms, you open your doors, open your good heart, open your mindset. You welcome human being. Anyone people call me, they talk to me, they see me any minute, even 3 o'clock in the morning when you call Batchilly, I answer my phone.
Yes, that is understandable, Mr. Batchilly. I just want us to be able to move on. If you don't mind, you can just answer my questions. If you don't want to answer the questions, it's understandable. But I have a set of questions that I'm asking you, and based on your response, I'm coming up with other questions. You don't know any young person that is there who looks up to Mr. Batchilly and they want to get into the diamond business, for example. I have questions to ask you on that. How is the business of dealing diamond? Somebody might be there and think, oh, well, because somebody said Mr. Batchilly's father was a rich man. He was a millionaire. He was dealing with diamond. I also want to get into the diamond business. I would like to know a little bit about that because Gambians.
Let me. If you want to be a diamond business, you have to be on the ground. You have to be on the ground. You go to the jungle and you learn practical. There is a practical and theoretical. Some people go to school. There is a school, diamond schools in Antwerp, Belgium. Some are in South Africa. Some in different part, even America, they have diamond schools. You pay, they teach you theoretical way. But I believe in the practical. Let me go face in the jungle, dig with people, talk to the people, know how, and then that's the easy way to learn. But if you want to go to school, it goes for 6 months and they give you a certificate and you go anywhere on earth. So if people want to learn about diamond, there's 2 types. Either you go to the practical in the jungle or you go to school, pay the fees. They teach you the theoretical, you know about it, and then when you want to learn more, you go to the practical field, which is the jungle, and it's a lot. Some people are in the diamond field for 45 years, they never earn even $100,000. Some are there for 6 months, they're millionaires. It's a game of risk. You can even invest $1 million there and end up selling it for $300,000. You can even invest $10,000 in them and end up selling for $20 million. It's a funny business, so it takes high risk. So for me, Batchilly, I believe in high risk because when you win, you win high. When you lose high. So this is me. I love high risk. It's not because of my father. Some of my father's kids, they're not diamond dealer. Some travel, some are walking. For me, I love high risk. When a human being is true soldier, when you take high risk, that's the time you can compete for success. I believe in competing success. So learn diamond, you can do it in 2 parts. Either go to school, pay your fees, they teach you theoretical. And then if you want to confirm well, you go to the practical field, and then inshallah with the help of Allah, you do your business with small capital, you can go.
So which are the countries where one can go and learn about that? I mean, and explore diamond or get into the diamond business? What countries do you think have most potential?
But people go to Angola, people go to Sierra Leone, people go to Ivory Coast, people go to Conakry, Guinea Conakry. Some even go to Zimbabwe, you know. So, you know, diamonds, even Brazil have a diamond. But in Brazil, if you want to be a diamond dealer, your capital, minimum capital should be $2 million. In Colombia, they have diamonds. So in Australia, they have diamonds. Yeah, so, but in Africa, the countries people like to go most are like Sierra Leone, Angola, Congo DRC, you know, Ivory Coast, Liberia. These are the countries people go most. The African people. Yeah.
Now, coming back to Mr. Batchilly and his political career, I mean, you living in the Gambia, from what we understand, you have to be in Gambia at least for 1 year. How long has Batchilly lived in the Gambia before forming this political party?
From 2013, when I came, I lost my wife. And my late wife, Mariama Job, she died of heart enlargement. That's one of the reasons that I ventured into politics. So when I look at the medical system in Gambia, it's heart aching. So I vow, as a philanthropist, I vow the only way that I can help the whole entire Gambia, even if I have $700 trillion with me, I cannot give all Gambians. But if I build an administrative institution that the whole Gambia could benefit out of, which is politics. Agenda. When I went to form a political party, they told me I was not qualified because I stayed longer. So it took me. That's the time I ventured into GDC, because I was one of the pioneers of GDC. I met Kande June 15, 2015 at his brother's hotel, Babao. We sat. He gave me his agendas, and then when he reached at the medical sect, which really touched my heart, I shook hands with him. I said, "Can I with you until otherwise?" So that's the time they start finding the requirement from IEC, and then they changed the whole reform from IEC when Mustafa Karo was the the chairman of IEC, from 500 signatories to 10,000 signatories, from $10,000 that's political register fee to $1 million, 7 regional offices, your name, party logo, party motto, party constitution, manifesto. And alhamdulillah, we definitely invest in it, and then we registered for my GDC, and then we went for election, and finally we have different political ideologies. And I move out, and that's the time I form my own political party, which is administrative institution called Gambia Action Party, because I believe in action. Whatever we do on earth, it must go with action, determination. I love to compete for success. And if you want to compete for success, the only way for that solution to solve that is to work, action. So that's the time I decided, with good concern, we registered the party, and then this party doesn't belong to me. Being the Secretary General doesn't mean I'm a flag bearer. I can be, somebody can be, but as I'm the Secretary General, I believe me as the party leader, no one can shake this party, and this party is determined to compete for success for the betterment of Gambia. So whoever is a concerned citizen, a responsible citizen, invisible citizen, an intelligent citizen, come and join. We can achieve victory through hard work, unity, and sincerity, which I believe the concerned citizen of Gambia, they can join hands with us, and we excel. And like Mr. Juve, I believe in one concept, number one. I don't believe in a concept number two. When you have the concept number one, you can make it with good leadership. This is why I was venturing into politics, and then I formed the political party, Gambia Action Party, because I formed 2 political parties within 3 years. I was one of the pioneers who formed GDC, and I have a different political ideology with the leadership of GDC. Then I formed mine, which I believe is a concerned party for Gambia. So inshallah, we help all our concerned citizens, we can move on.
Thank you for answering the question. You were part of GDC, one of the pioneers of GDC, like you said. And then somewhere down the line, you have a difference with the leadership. What was your role in GDC?
I was the foreign secretary of GDC, and a propaganda secretary.
The propaganda secretary of GDC.
Yeah, and then I did a lot in GDC.
Okay, how long? Did a lot. I was going to ask you, that was going to be my next question. How long did you stay in the position, and what did you do as propaganda and foreign secretary?
I was there in the position from the beginning. Till the day I resigned from the party.
Okay, how long is that? You see, Mr. Batchilly, not everybody knows these things. This might be the first time that some people are even hearing about you or your party. So give us a background. This is not more so about Mr. Juf, but how long were you in the party? 1 year, 6 months?
The party is from June 15, 2015, up to June June 20 something to July something 2017.
2017. So that is about 2 years roughly, right? About 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as
from the onset.
Okay.
From the onset to 2017 in June.
After the elections, okay.
Now, after the mayoral elections and everything, then we have different agendas, me and the leadership, and I decided to resign.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you've done as propaganda secretary when you were in GDC?
I invested my own money. I bring people. I have followers. You know, I talk good about the people. I talk about the agenda and the manifesto of the party to the people, and people listen to me. I connected the party to get some funds, which I did, and then and I did my best.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you know, I believe in competency, proper accountability, proper transparency, no secrecy. That's what I believe. When it comes to objectively, I'm not talking when it comes to personal life. When it comes to objectively, I believe a concept of proper competency, proper accountability, proper transparency, no secrecy in any institution. Okay. If you have this, it can excel. But if you have an institution, you know, the accountability is not normal. There's no much transparency, too much secrecy, the competency is not validated. Batchilly, even if it's my father, I would respect as my dad, but I walk away from him.
So you want to are you accusing GDC of not being competent and not being transparent and being too secretive? Is that your take? Are you saying that GDC is not a transparent party?
My take is not GDC, the political party. I have no problem with the party. I was having a problem with the leadership. So that leadership, in my way, he knows I know. I don't like talking about him a lot, because if I talk about it, it's like I'm boozing him. For me, GDC is a political party, it's a Gambian party. It doesn't belong to the leadership. Like Gambia Action Party doesn't belong to me. I initiated, for me, a special GAP. I'm the only one who, I can say 95% of the finance of GAP from onset up to today is Batchilly. Well, GDC is a combination of people that form that party. Okay. You understand? So I have no problem with the party. The party is excellent. The people of the party, the member, everything, I have no problem with that. I was having a problem with the leadership. To make it clarification, I did. But for you, you are my force. You are the force. I mean, you are the newest I'm a journalist. So I have to be very clear. I'm not here to tarnish anybody because I don't believe in tarnishing. I believe in competition. I believe in to compete for success. But the leadership with me, he knows I know. You know, I have an oath of secrecy. I believe there was no proper incompetency, no proper accountability, with certainty, no proper transparency, too much secrecy between me and him. That's why the different ideology that I have, I walk away.
So how much money have you invested into GDC?
My brother, I invest a lot. I don't need to tell. I invest a lot. If they want to, if anyone listen, if anyone want to divide, or one of the leadership or the members want to divide, I'll bring the proof. I'm not here to like I told you. You see, I'm here to talk about me, my ideology. Talking about GDC, I want them to know that I was one of the founders. Let the whole world know that I was one of the founders, and I invested physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and I invested in GDC. It's well, no one can testify against that. And whoever defied, bring a proof. And I bring my proof, the whole world will talk about it. But I don't want to talk about GDC. I just want to talk that I was one of the founders, and I did my best. Then the different ideology of the different is the political ideology that I have between me and the leadership, I was not satisfactory. Before when I found out things ain't right, the best way, let's maintain peace, I go my way, he goes his way, then I form mine, which is Gambia Action Party. My concentration is Gambia Action Party, which I believe with certainty I can deliver, and I will deliver. No matter what kind of people say, I will deliver until this. I deliver not because I want popularity. I will deliver not because I want money. I deliver because of justice and humanity, which I'm capable. I have the ability, I have the sense, I have the know-how. With the concerned citizens join hands together, we'll run for number one and we'll catch number one, and that number one is Gambia, which will develop, inshallah.
Yes,
this is what I have to talk
about. What you said is important. What you see is about time for people that are vying for political office in the Gambia, people who want to be the leaders of the country, the steerers of the affairs of our country, to be willing to talk to the citizens about the things that the citizens would want to hear, especially through the media. We will ask you the questions. You said you don't want to talk about GDC, but then the people would want to know the things. You have to be scrutinized. All of you have to be scrutinized.
What you really want to know that I said I invested physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. There's nobody in GDC from the leadership, from the top to bottom who can defy that.
Okay.
They know that.
So you contributed money to the $1 million that was used to register the party? Did you contribute?
How much is what you said?
The $1 million that was used to register GDC. Did you contribute to that?
Yes, I contributed.
How much?
I contributed $50,000. $950,000 was paid by his brother, Abdullah Kande. Brother, like I told you, you see, people, to me, I don't want to answer that question. I'm out of that party, but I contributed a quarter, and I believe the brother, what's his name, Abdullah Kande, is a concerned brother, responsible brother. He's a good brother. He's like, I'm still talking to him. He's the one who paid the 950, and I bring the 50.
So Mama Kande's own money did not go into GDC?
Well, I don't know about that. Whether he's Abdullah Kande, I know it's Abdullah Kande's money. Whether it's Mama Kande's is involved in that, but I know Abdullah paid it.
So
I believe it's Abdullah's money.
And you are the only one person. You are the only other person who contributed money. Abdullah gave 950 and you gave 50, and that made the 1 million.
Absolutely.
So no other person.
But there's other people who contributed, not in the register, but other people contributed. Not only me contributed for the party, the well-being of the party, but I'm talking about the registration.
Yes.
$50,000. If it was not my brother, one of my cousin brother in America, I want to be honest, one of my cousin brother called Muke Kamara is the one who sent $50,000.
Okay, yeah, but that's not your money. If you say you contributed 50,
well, but that's my collection, my brother. If I'm flying to the United States, for example, and I have now $150, I ask you, Mr. Juve, well, I need $50. The airline ticket is $1,000, and I need $50, but I have $950. He said, but I don't have the $950 with me. But I don't have $50 with, but let me call my brother. If that $50 comes to you, you're the one who paid it, because I don't know your brother. Do I?
Okay.
So that means you in fact, you're the one who paid my airline ticket.
Okay.
So, Mr. New,
yes, let's continue. You are watching and listening to the Nyohobai show coming your way from the Gambian Talents TV. Musa Yalli Batchilly, the leader of the Gambia Action Party, the newest party in the Gambia, is our guest right now. We'll continue, Mr. Batchilly. You were in GDC. You were very passionate. You said you've invested spiritually, financially, morally, physically, and otherwise. At some point, we learned that you traveled to Morocco with Mama Kande. What can you tell us about that trip?
I never traveled with Mama Kande to Morocco. That's baseless. Okay. I never traveled with him to Morocco. He traveled, but I never traveled with him to Morocco.
He traveled to Morocco.
He traveled to certain areas which was coordinated by me. That's out of secrecy. No matter what, how much I argue with him, I never traveled with him to Morocco. But I know he traveled.
But that's your connection. You said that was your connection.
I know he's traveling. The way when he traveled, the way he left, when he come, I was there with him. I was the foreign secretary, dropped him at the airport. He flew, he came back, picked him up. But me traveling with him to Morocco, that's
okay.
Whoever told you that is not true.
Okay, so you didn't travel with him to Morocco, but
I never traveled with him to Morocco.
Okay.
But he traveled.
Okay, so he went to Morocco and he saw the king, right?
To what?
He went to Morocco and he saw the king.
No. He never saw him. People are talking.
Okay.
I'm telling you, he traveled. I took him to the airport.
Okay.
I know where he went to. I know where he went to. He traveled. He went there and come back. But he never traveled with me to Morocco.
Okay, fair enough. Now, can you tell us the purpose of that trip?
The purpose of that trip is to look support for the party.
Okay. And did he get support for the party?
Yeah.
How much did he get? What did he get?
Well, even if I know, I don't need to tell that. You see, out of secrecy is very important. I believe he went and came, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, he went and came.
How much money
for
did
me
he
to
bring,
tell him how much he got, I cannot tell that.
How much money did he bring back? And how much did he
even if I know that, Mr. Juve, I'm not ready to answer that question, honestly.
Okay. So did Mama Kande tell you, gave you a different number from what he actually got?
Well, listen, my brother, you see, Mama Kande's subject. I'm not here for Mama Kande's subject. I have high regard for Mama Kande. I have high regard for Mr. Juve. I have high regard for Gambians. For me, I don't want to talk about people. I believe in competing for success. Mama Kande issue to me is irrelevant. I work with him. I'm not satisfied the way I work with him. I respect him. I have different political ideology. He has different political ideology. I respect him. I don't like talking about him. If I keep talking about him, to me, I feel like, oh, who's Batchilly? I love talking about my genders. the agendas that will satisfy the Gambia.
So at what point? No, but at what point?
People know.
At what
like
point?
I told you, Mr. Jove, I like you, Mr. Jove. You're a very competent brother. I like the way you narrate questions. I love it. To be honest with you, Mama Kande knows. He knows me. I know him. He knows my competency. He has high regard for me, and he knows that I have high regard for me. But political ideology and certain few things which I was not satisfied, if I keep remaining in that party, it will bring a big chaos. I love to maintain peace because I'm a peaceful. I love peace and justice. So I gotta stay away. And I showed him when I resigned from that party, I was the first person came to me and said, Mr. Batchilly, I'm coming to form a political party. I don't need help from nobody. Because if I ask them to help me, they might think because of I need money or what. I told them, relax. I'll work on this. I'll work on the morality, how to form the political party. And I did. Allah help me. I form. The party doesn't belong to me. To show that from GDC, I told you guys I'll walk away and I'll form a party. I work my party. That's a victory today.
Okay,
and I did. The whole entire world knows about it. And it's the party doesn't belong to me. Believe me, if anytime I see a competent brother who can fit the competence of being a secretary general, I'll resign and give him. Because me, I'm not looking for power. I'm hungry for Gambia development goals.
Okay.
Whoever can come for that, we will join hands.
Okay.
Position to me is nothing. My position is I can compete for success. I'm not scared of any Gambians for success. Let's work for hard to get money or to survive, to make sure our country move on. I'm number one.
Okay, you told us your meeting with Mama Kande in June of 2015, and you shook his hand. His statement touched your heart. His agenda was beautiful, which means you had the same political ideology with him. At what point did you part with? Did you have a different ideology with him? Now you keep saying our ideology is different. We have different ideology. But at what point? Because from your June meeting with him,
I like that question. I like that question. When I went to him, I asked him about his agendas. He narrated all his agendas until he came to the agenda of healthcare system. That touched my heart. So I was looking at the sickness that's going on in our country, and our young ladies are dying because heart enlargement, maternity rates is going on. When you talk about that, if Allah helps us to win under the ticket of Jesus at that time, He will make the healthcare system to be one of the top priority. That touched my heart.
So why did that touch your heart? Why did that touch
my heart? And I shook hand with him. I said, I'm with you until otherwise.
Okay. So when did that otherwise come?
I said that 3 times, Mr. Kanye, I'm with you until otherwise. You know, that's a broadened way. Any person with a wisdom should know, this man says he's going to be with me until otherwise. That means that if I change my route, he will leave. But if I maintain the route, he will walk with me. So that means, Mr. Juve, if I tell Mr. Juve, Mr. Juve, come to Batchilly now, Batchilly, I'll walk with you under the ticket of God, because I listened to your manifesto, I listened to your agendas, I read your constitution, I read your manifesto. I know you have the ability and the capability to deliver, but I'm going to be with you until otherwise. That means that you're going to work with me on the objectiveness of the country. The moment I deviate from the objective of the country to the political party, you leave. So it means that. It tells a lot. But that narration alone is enough.
Yes, my other 2 questions will be: 1, why did the healthcare issue touch your heart? And number 2, when did that otherwise come with you and Kande? When did you get to otherwise? The first question is the healthcare issue.
I will start with the second question. The otherwise means that was, like I told you, there was no proper transparency the way I wanted, no proper secrecy the way I wanted, too much secrecy, and the competency at the inner part. I was not satisfied with it.
But then, you know, Mr. Batchilly, just like you said, otherwise is a vague name. The same thing, not secrecy, not competency. These are just vague statements too that entail a lot. Can you tell us what those lack of transparency and competency and secrecy, what are these? Can you tell us specific issues?
Mr. Juve, when I work with you, can I ask you one beautiful question? You ask me, I'm working with you. I open my heart for you. You trust me. Whatever you know, you tell me. At the end of the day, when you find out that I'm not doing the same thing, what's going to happen?
The question is not for me to answer. I'll engage you.
Well,
I'm not here to answer
if you answer the question, that means
I am not here.
I'm not here to compete with you. We are here to. We are talking for the betterment of understanding.
But my audience,
I'm working with you. Listen to me. I'm working with you, Mr. Doof. You respect me. I respect you.
Yes.
You open your heart to the max. Anything you smell, anything you hear, anything you see, anything you dream, you call me, say, Mr. Batchilly, how you doing? It's this. A later part, you find out, me, Batchilly, I'm now doing the same thing. How you going to feel?
That would be very disappointing, Mr. Batchilly. I am not yet to answer your question.
The question that you asked for me, that's the same thing that happened.
Can you give us
so let's move to the second question. So the first question is about the healthcare system. The healthcare system, you see, in war, even if you have all the billions, you have all the best education, and you have the best food on table, if your health is not permitted, it's like don't wanna content. So I want Gambia to have proper healthcare system, because I lost a wife who was one of the best wives that I ever heard. I don't know tomorrow up to today. She was obedient. She respected me to the max, and she died of heart enlargement. When I found out that a lot of Gambian women are dying of that heart enlargement, and I found out these are the mothers of the new generation future leaders. So it's high time as a concerned citizen. Even if I have $700 trillion with me, I cannot give Gambians all the money. But if we form an institution, an administrative institution, to build an institutions that will make Gambians to benefit out of it, from the healthcare system, proper education, agriculture system, you name it. This is the time when I lost my wife. I think losing my wife alone is okay, but how many wives are dying? How many mothers are dying? How many future leaders' mothers are dying? I cannot say we are bound to die, but we can use proper measures to make sure the healthcare system is okay. That's why that benches me in politics, and I will deliver in that sector, and educational sector and agriculture sector. My brother, let's move on.
You are listening to and watching the Nyohobai show on the Gambian Talents TV. Musa Yalli Batchilly is our guest today. Képp ku ñuy déglu di ñu seetaan si jamono ji fu si waay nekk ci ñeneenti ko ñi àdduna ñu ngi leen ay bëggee di leen dalal bu baax a baax. Mr. Batchilly is in our studios in the Gambia. ñu jël a quick break ñu dellu si waat ak Mr. Batchilly rek. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Musa Yalli Batchilly. Don't go anywhere. It's the Nyohobai show.
Justice Suleiman Jallow, Chairman of the Gambia Constitutional Review Commission, and I watch Gambian Talents TV.
For those of you that are watching us, who are listening to us, wherever you are watching us from, this is the Nyohobai show from the Gambian Talents TV. ñu ngi leen ay bëggee bu baax seen déglu ak seetaan bu rafet bi. Képp ku bëgg a gis Musa Yalli Batchilly yéen ñu ñuy seetaan on Facebook. I have posted the link there to our YouTube page where you can actually see him. Ngeen jàkkaarloo ak moom. I have seen some of you that are calling just like before, and I told you we are not accepting calls this minute, this second. What we are accepting is actually messages. If you send messages, we'll be able to read them. Yero Sabali Mune, 90 days, man, pay the money you borrow from the woman is better than you know yourself is rich. Ibrahim Job Mune asked him how did he happen to meet Akande? Were they in touch before politics? What is his intake on Yaya Jammeh's rape scandal as a political leader? Koko dafa bëgg nga wax rek Mr. Batchilly from your part. Naka nga mite Mama Kande?
Mama Kande bu ma bëgg a form suma parti bi. Suma benn cousin ku ñoo Kisma Juara. So manu Kisma Juara ñu ne qualify ma pour form suma own politics until 2018. Let me move, let me go to the diamond area again, let me go find more money, and then inshallah, and then when I come back I will form my party because I was expecting Jammeh is gonna win 2016. I have that belief that time. So mangi prepare for them for Kisma Juara ñu. Kisma Juara mooy interpreter of Jammeh. So mu ñëw mu ne ma Batchilly mu ne waaw. Munema Balang, I have seen a fuller man. That's the way he narrated it. I've seen a fuller man who's ready to form his political party. I said, yeah, he said yes. I was so happy. And the first question that I asked Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Juara, Manako, is he a concerned citizen? Manawa. Manako, he fear Allah? Manawa. Manadab de Yerim? Manawa. Manadab de Watega Mano. Manad Gaininjala, Munagainjala, Manako Junam Simon. Non la jël moto ñu dem ma mit ko 2015 June 15 2015 so madam si baba I met about 6-8 people. I was number 9. ñu talk waxtana mom now knowing Candace's father and my father, they were very close.
Okay.
Yeah, Candace's father and my father very close. Kana uncle Kuno Bua Balde very close with my dad. I don't like to talk about my father issue. My father was a great man. I love him because he's the one who who taught me to have this big positive heart. You know what I'm saying? So no lie with her mom. That's the only we meet, and then we like each other.
Okay.
You know, he opened his heart, and I opened my heart. I opened my heart to him, and then we worked on with Agassi up to the day we separated, and then that's it.
Okay.
This is the way we met.
How comes you did not form a political party during Yahya Jammeh's time? How comes you waited till after Yahya Jammeh is gone for you to form your political party?
I love that question. Mane dama buga form small political party 2013. So Buma de project requirements, Guyana how long? That was just, you know, you have to stay in Gambia for 5 years, but in and out, do Muna Yaga long. So I stayed 3 years. Now coming in, Lord Mota. So then I never knew that nobody's coming and form that political party. So I was not decided to join the other political parties. So Manoka Harma them ma yoka see suma hustling me, my try more money and then come what I have, talk to my concerned citizens who love Gambia hard, new attack of 2021. I was about to attack Jammeh, but no attack 2015. With all respect I have, GDC contributed a lot for the downfall of Jammeh. But when I go, because you know that time the other political party was quiet. So we talk. You understand? Until I heard that Jammeh is the one funding, is having a collaboration with Kande. And I told Kande, go and rebel against it. Lulmoya, I don't know the reason why he didn't go and rebel against it. But you do it down and go because of that. But if Kande would have done that, for Nanyangale, you know, like when I formed a party, they came and told me that Barrow is the one who funded me. Barrow is the one who formed this political party. I went and rebel against it.
Okay, so you wanted...
I'm the new what, you know, my party Moma, Bugafort, I rebel against it. I'm the new what, Lennon, I rebel against it. Prove one name, this is not true. I don't know the reason behind it. Candidate rebel against it. Allah know best. You understand? And then full right?
Okay.
So man, Jammeh, I respect him. If Jammeh was still here, I'll form a party.
Okay, so if Jammeh was still here, you will form a party. Fair
I will form a party.
Yes. So
but I believe that Jammeh is going to win 2016. That's what I believe. That's why I said 2018, I'll form a political party and we'll challenge him. Fortunately, I was involved in one of the panel of GDC and we fought him in 2016 election and he went.
Okay.
So Alhamdulillah. So I was part of the legacy people who fought him 2016 and he left.
Okay, so you were in GDC until you saw otherwise, which you said that, I mean, you were confiding in Kande a lot and telling him a lot of secrets and doing a lot, but he was not reciprocating it. As a result, you decided to form your own political party. How did can you tell us the formation of GAP, the name, the money, and some of those things, how it came about?
My brother, to form a political party is about determination.
Okay.
It's not about money.
Okay.
People here, there are people who want to form the political party. They don't have the strategies. Allah bless me with strategies. I know people. Number one, you have to find the 10,000 signatories within the 7 regions, which Allah bless me. Okay, and then I've known people who can write proper constitution and manifesto, or political constitution and manifesto. And I spoke with them, they agreed, I paid, they did it. And then we formed the political party, the name Gambia Action Party. I believe in action. I said Gambia Action Party. You understand? And it was in fact NAP, National Action Party. When I look at NAP, one of my co-worker, in fact, one of the guy that we initiated with, he said NAP. I said, okay, NAP. The following day, I said, no, it cannot be NAP. Because when he said NAP, they're like, we're sleeping. You understand? National Action Party, short NAP, like people are sleeping. I said, nah, it cannot be NAP. So I turned into Gambian, Nationalist to Gambia. You understand? I said, Gambia Action Party. They know the Gambia Action Party. And then, River Gambia, to be honest with you, I dreamt this River Gambia 1992 when I was in Toronto in Canada. This is the reason when I dreamt about this, I was swimming with the former president of Guinea-Conakry, which is Sekou Touré. May Allah forgive him. We in the Futa Jalom swimming. I wake up, I said, wow. And he told me complete the thing. I wake up. I said, it's fascinating. So I didn't think about it till I saw the logo. My mind just went into River Gambia, and one of my executive or one of my co-worker called Usman Sow, he said, yes, let's use the river. I said, whoa, you're right. I dreamt about this river. 1992 when I was in Canada, that's the time this River Gambia comes up. And then, and it's one of the most unique logo that any political party can have, because River Gambia is inclusive. Whether you like it, you are in River Gambia.
We will
Whether
come.
you don't like it, you are in River
We will
Gambia.
come
So
to that.
whether people love it and not people love it, because you know what, Gambia is the concern.
Yes.
That's why I use the river.
We will
Thank you
come
so
to
much,
we
Mr.
will
Joe.
come to your River Gambia thing, but you got me cracking when you said. I mean, I just wonder how an action party can be napped like sleeping. The ideology is so interesting. Definitely, of course, your name cannot be action and you are sleeping because
I'm
action,
sleeping.
you cannot be in action and still sleeping. So that's a good one right there. But then yes, you are watching the Nyohobai show on the Gambian Talents TV. Just like I said, if you are watching us on Facebook, click on the link that I shared. It will take you to our YouTube page where you can see Mr. Batchilly ngeen jàkkaarloo ak moom inshallah ñu waxtaan ak moom rek képp kuy seetaan on YouTube on Facebook ñu ngi leen ay bégee bu baax a baax. I was reading some of the comments on Facebook. Let me read some of the comments on YouTube. Sidi Fadera said, is man of wisdom. You can see by image. He speaks so well. I believe that is an action man. Please read this message. Let him hear the message that is coming from Sidi Fadera. One family said, I want to ask Musa, what can you do for our Gambia if you become a president? Because Gambia president will say, I will do this. They disappoint us. Kunta Kinte said, man of wisdom and image. We have seen Jammeh. We can't be fooled anymore. Well, one family asked you a question. He wants to know what you will do for Gambia. Just like Adam Barrow is heard on record, all the things that he said, let's have Mr. Batchilly on record too, so that come 2021 or 2024 or 23, if you change some of the things you said you were going to do, you can be held accountable. Go ahead, Mr. Batchilly.
Well, there's one thing that I believe is to compete for success.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to compete for success, you have to lay down your plans.
Mm-hmm.
Laying down your plans must go with a positive mind and a positive good heart and a positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the resources when you have. My father told me, son, political independence doesn't mean that you are economic independence. I believe in economic independence. You understand? My father taught me, no matter what you do, make sure you are independent. We have our resources. River Gambia alone, the logo that I use as our political party logo. The River Gambia alone can transform the whole entire Gambia. Short term could be 5 years, long term could 25 years. The whole world will talk about Gambia. Let's use our river. There's a lot of resources in the river. The fish, the sand in the river, there's a lot of resources there. We can use that. If we don't have the money, we can talk to the corporate social responsibility, which are bigger boys, like America, Russia, Turkey, China. Talk to them. We bring the foreign policy here. Like, look, you need the resources, and you have the manpower, you have the equipment, you have all the processing plant, I have the raw materials. The best way for us to sell you, bring your processing plant in Gambia, that we can create job for our people. Now we tap our resources here locally. We will tap our resources, process it locally, and then look at it, the ones that have to be consumed locally and the ones that have to be exported for international to generate more income. That's how you develop a country. You don't sell your raw material to international bodies. It's a give. Sometimes you might, sometimes you're not. The best way, especially when you're ready to develop your country as a developing country, make sure you talk to superpowers to bring the process plan in your country if you have the raw material. Let's use an example of Rwanda. Rwanda was in a genocide for 3 months, 90 days. They killed almost close to a million people. Destroy all the infrastructures in Rwanda. And these people come out, Paul Kagame came out, he said, look, let's stop killing ourselves, let's put all our differences aside. To achieve victory, you must work, unity and sincerity. We have nothing. We are landlocked. Can we use our political management through strategies and use the small resources we have and open doors for the international bodies to come in, bring their processing plan here, let them develop their countries, our country, and then we go. And they did it. 17, 20 years later, they became the fastest growing economy in Africa. The cleanest country in Africa, the third cleanest city in the world. Gambia, we can do it. Based on what? Let's tap our resources. And if you want to walk, that's not what I'm doing. You can't just come and say you want to eat Belgium right now, or you want to eat Domoda, and then they bring all the ingredients, raw material. You cannot do. You have to take the processing plan. You go to the market. You understand? Buy your nuga, coming back, tell you how to cook, buy the firewood, the process, it takes 5, 6, 7 hours, and you call people to eat. If you want to develop your country, you have to sacrifice physically, mentally, emotionally, with sincerity, honesty, and hard work for the development of tomorrow. I actually can do it because I have the heart. I travel worldwide. I've seen what makes a country to develop. I believe leadership. And leadership must be assertive. I call assertiveness when it comes objective-wise. No compromise for the interest of the country. Use your resources you have. And Gambia, we are rich. That's why I call Operation Yalli. We have the River Gambia, we have the white sand, we have the black sand, we have the 7 institutions that generate. Why are we begging? Okay. Let's use the Africa are rich. Africa is rich. The problem we have in Africa, poor political management. So if we have concerned citizens, like, I'm not saying like Batchilly, there are people who travel. I've seen a lot. I'm not saying I've seen everything. I've seen a lot, and I believe what takes a man, and I believe what takes a concerned citizen to develop your country. I have that competency. I have that ability. I have the same, but me alone cannot do it. I need a concerned citizen around me, even if I fight, with proper determination, hard work, and union sincerity. And then the other Gambians will see that we are developing, we are working, we mean it business. Number one, believe me, Allah will touch the heart of the Gambia to follow us, and we develop a country the way we want. I can do it. I'm not here power hungry. Let me tell you something, Mr. Juve. I didn't form a political party for popularity. I didn't form a political party to gain money. I formed a political administrative institution for the name of justice and humanity and the betterment of my country. Whoever wants to support me, believe me, you support me. I don't ask anybody. I'm not urging nobody to support the party. All I urge Gambians, give me a chance. I'm not saying I'm the flag bearer. Give this party a chance. See our ideology. See our manifestos. See how we're ready to talk to people to develop our country. Whoever is choosing to be flag bearer as under the ticket of God, me, Musa Yalli Batchilly, I'll support you. If the Gambian choose me as the flag bearer, fine. If they choose Mr. Juve as the flag bearer, fine. But Gambia Action Party is here to salvage Gambia through political management, through strategy. Brother, if you want to work, all you need to do is concern citizen. Let's open the third eye. The third eye, it means what? A positive mindset, a positive good set, a positive mindset, and a positive good heart. Gambia, they want a hajan. Ñu open su xol bi set bi dañ wara jël ordre sewel ñu raxas ko ñu jël ordre sewel ñu raxas su man ñu bugante. Let's love each other, let's accommodate each other, let's care about each other. If you know yourself, you respect yourself, you love yourself, my brother, with that concerned citizen in your mind, you deliver. But as me, I'm ready. I'm now scared to work with anybody as far as when it comes to Gambia.
Yes, Mr. Batchilly.
If you love Gambia number one, yes. I'll follow you.
Okay, Mr. Batchilly, my question to you is, who are the people you told us before the break and before I asked that question from Facebook? You were telling us about how the party came about. Ñan ñoo form party bi, yow ak kana form party bi, who are the people behind it? You thought of the idea, you told us how you came up with NAP versus GAP, and it is cool that you ended up taking GAP. But then who are the other players in GAP?
Buma have a saga with my former party when I came out, that our former political party. A young brother called Mohammed Kanura Yafa, which is currently the administrative sector of GAP. And then a brother man called Usman Sow, a brother man called Amaru Jallo, a brother man called Alfusen Kamara, and a brother man called Mr. Nyohobai. So these brothers, we applied the form to get the requirement from ISC. We were me, Mr. Ba, Mr. Jallo, Mr. Sow, Mr. Yafa, Mr. Kamara, 6 of us. We wrote a letter to ISC chairman that we need a requirement to form a political party. When we come, we sat with other concerned citizens who love Gambia at heart. And then at the end of the day, some of the ones that I applied for, I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what happened to them, and then basically they stopped. And then I, we had Mohammed Kanoro Yafa, and other political, with other my brothers came in. We move on. So these are the concerned citizens. We started first. Some of them drop out. Like I said, when the road is not easy, a lot of them go.
Okay,
but just for the record, once they stay.
Just for the record, which Nyohobai? Is it the former Secretary General Nyohobai?
Well, what you say?
Which Nyohobai? For the record, is it the former Secretary General Nyohobai? The former Secretary General, is that?
Well, I don't like to talk about a lot of people. Let's forget about that side.
No, but we cannot. You mentioned names of people, Mr.
But you don't know with them. There's no. How many Nyohobai in the world?
But I ask you, is that the Nyohobai, the former Secretary General? That's a yes or no question, Mr. Batchilly. Is it him?
I didn't hear what you said. You said what?
Is it Mr. Nyohobai, the former Secretary General under Yahya Jammeh? Is that the Nyohobai who was part of the initiators and the pioneers of the formation of GAP? Is that the same Nyohobai? Is it the same Nyohobai who was the former Secretary General during Yahya Jammeh's time? Is that the same Nyohobai who is part of GAP?
Can you move? He's not part of GAP. Can you move on the next subject, sir?
Yeah, but is he the same Nyohobai you are talking about?
Can you move on the next subject, sir?
Okay, we'll take it that is the same Nyohobai, right? Who was part of it?
Well, that's you saying it, but I know what I mean. That's you saying it, Nabachili.
You say, well, your response
that's you saying Nabachili.
Your response suggesting is the same Nyohobai, right?
Well, I don't know. You saying that's Nabachili.
So you cannot confirm. Okay, is it Nyohobai, the former Secretary General of the Gambia? That is who you mentioned.
I didn't say that. You can say whatever you want to say, but I didn't say that. I know what I said.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So fine, you formed this with so Nyohobai and them, all these 6 people. How many people work with you through the process of registering it? Who stayed until the time of registering? Out of the 6 of you, Nyanyo stay. Who and who stayed? Who were there right on the day that GAP was registered? Who were present?
It's only me and what's his name again? Mohammed Kondar Yafa. The rest, they didn't run away. There was some issues with they stay. It's not like personal issue me and them. They just relax. But me and Yafa continue. And those still people, they still behind the party.
So all those people are still behind you. But you and Yafa continued. Okay, tell us the structure. There are parties here that are accused. Not long ago, I interviewed Almami Funding Tal, of the public relation officer of the UDP, the spokesperson of UDP. He accused GDC and GMC and Henry Gomez party to be one-man party. So with GAP, to avoid that speculation, can you tell us who are the people behind GAP? Who are the people?
I'm the Secretary General. My campaign manager is what's his name? Honorable Pajata, Lami Pajata Mbusubala. My PRO is Alaj Babukar Bayo, and then my logistic man is what's his name? Tony Mendy, and then my press secretary is Shana Fall, and etc. etc. Treasurer is there, etc., etc.
So tell us the structures. You've told us the Central Executive Committee. That's what you just told us. Now tell us the structures in GAP, Gambia Action Party. We want to know.
We have structure from Kato to Wilibana. I don't need to explain it, brother. We have structure from Kato to Wilibana.
We would like to know, Mr. Kande, where do you have offices? Do you have structures? Do you have
I have an office. My office is on Caravan. I'm not Mr. Kande. Don't call me Mr. Kande, sir.
Yes, Mr. Batchilly, rather.
How can you mistake me calling Mr. Kande, the famous politician, one of the most famous politicians in the whole West Africa? All for you call me Mr. Kande with a beautiful face like Batchilly. Come on now.
That is a big mistake on my end, and I apologize. Mr. Batchilly.
I didn't accept the apology, Mr. Jim. I like you, my brother.
Yes, Mr. Batchilly, yes. Can you tell us, the structures that you have across the country? It's important for us to know. You form a political party.
We have our central executives in combos, and we decentralize all the structures from Khartoum to Wilibana. From Khartoum to Wilibana.
Okay, what do you have? What do you have there?
My brother, ask me about my agendas. Ask about me, the resources that we have in Gambia. Let's operate Nyayele. Let me tell the Gambians the resources we have. Majority of Gambians don't have the resources we have.
Mr. Batchilly,
I swear. People think we are recipients, and we don't need to be recipient. I want Gambia to be donor.
Okay, Mr.
Batchilly. That we can donor people.
Mr. Batchilly, it's not about what you want to talk about. I invited you to interview you, right? So I appreciate if you allow me to ask you my questions and you respond to my questions.
Yes, I will definitely. You know, sometimes in interview you have to pull each other's leg and we go with serious business again.
What you want to talk about?
It cannot be so tense every time you ask it, but it has to be hilarious. I pull your leg, you pull mine, and then we come for business again.
Yeah,
go ahead, sir.
Okay, what are the structures you have across the country? Gambians would want to know. If I would give my vote to Mr. Batchilly,
we our regional structures, we have our constituency structures, we have our structures, we have our central structures.
Okay, tell us about those. What structures do
And
you
no,
have?
me personally, is the administrative who can tell you about it. If you want to invite my administrative, for me as the Secretary General, my job is to make sure the party leadership is ready to support is ready to work hard for the party, and the connection that I have to raise money and bring into the party, and then they can work. You feel me?
Are you serious, Mr. Batchilly? You don't need to know the structures of your party. I have interviewed different political party leaders here, and they were able to tell me the structures that they have is very important for you to be able
I'm not saying I cannot tell you this. I don't know my structure. I do, but it is power, separation of powers. My duty is not here to tell you about the structure. My administrative, that's his duty. I'm not going to do his duty. You see, I believe in competency, separation of powers. You feel me? Separation of powers, that is his job. If you want to know the structure of my party, invite him, he'll tell you. I do know, but that's not my job to sit with you and tell him my structures. I have structures. I told you we have structures from Carton to Willie Banner. We have the regional structures. We have constituency structures. We have our structures. We have structures that's going to build a party. Me, I know that, I know them, I communicate. But separation of powers, the administrative has the right to come and tell you what you want to know about the structure. He will break it down into details. If you want to say that political parties came and tell you that, to me, they are entitled to tell you. But me, I believe in separation of powers. You see, separation of powers will develop a country. It's not a one-man show. It's not a one-man show. I don't believe in one-man show. Like I told you, this party doesn't belong to me. If any time Batchilly violated the ethics of the party, and I've been warned with a letter for 3 times, they have the right to kick me out from my position and take the company one to deliver, then I'm still in the party. I will help we move on. This is me.
Okay. Mr. Batchilly, we continue. You talked about it. The formation of the party still. $1 million is not a small amount of money. This is over $20,000. For one to be able to use that type of money, you must be able to take care of your daily bread, like food on the table for your family, etc. Where did the money come from for the $1 million? Is obviously, you've said it. Yaya Jammeh came and boosted this amount, boosted the number of people that were needed, the signatories that were needed, the number of signatures that were needed, etc., etc. $1 million is a lot of money. Where did this money come from to register GAP?
Thank you so much. You see, my brother, like after $20,000, like you said, somebody put in $20,000 won't be able to your belief that he has his 5 daily meals. You see, 3 daily meals is Allah who can give it to you. People are billionaires, their family cannot even eat proper meals. That's right. I've seen it with my naked eyes. People who are rich, you can see in Gambia here. I'm not even talking about worldwide. I'm talking about Gambia. Super rich, but you go to their house, they don't have proper meal. You see a poor person in their house, he has a proper meal. You see, for me, money is not the issue. $20,000, yes, $20,000. I have a good concerned citizen with my own money. We form it, but I have good concerned citizen that help me reform the party.
How much did you contribute towards the $1 million?
My brother, I say good consulting with me, we form the party.
I just okay. I will tell you, Mr. Batchilly, shortly before
I'll contribute about 80% of the finance.
You contributed 80% of the finance. Okay, yeah, shortly before you came, Mr. Batchilly, I had an interview with one Sheikh Ahmad Sise. Do you know him?
Say that again.
Shortly before you came, I had an interview with one Sheikh Ahmad Sise. And we did talk a little bit about you. Do you know Sheikh Ahmed Sise?
Sheikh Ahmed Sise?
Yes.
Well, Sheikh Ahmed Sise. Can you put in another? Can you more details?
Well, Ahmed Sise, he said he knew you. He saw you form the party. He contacted to Facebook page. Mr. Yafa had him. He talked to Yafa. You and him had a meeting, very long meeting. You gave him your agenda, and he was part of it. In fact, in short, the guy that MC your program, your press conference that you did.
Oh, Mr. Sise, yes. Mr. Sise made me already registered the political party.
Yes.
The party was registered. That's the time he called the administrative secretary. We met him, we sat, we talked. He's a good guy. We spoke for length, and then he MC'd the the press conference that we have in Q City. And at the end of the day, he decided to leave. He leave.
Well, he has accused you of several things here, and he has revealed a lot of things against you when I just interviewed him. And in fact, he revealed to us that you only contributed 300,000 out of the $1 million, and this was not even your money, that you borrowed this money from somewhere else. What is your reaction to that, Mr. Sisse's allegation?
Tell Mr. Sisse, tell him what he said is a lie. He doesn't even know where the money comes from.
He said,
tell him personally, listen, he's a lie. And then I don't want to say I did good for people. I'm talking about him. He knows, I know, I wipe his tears.
Yeah,
and I have evidences. The day I was wiping his tears, he thought we are talking. He's been recorded. He's been recorded. I helped him for sake of Allah. I don't want to talk. I tell him that what he said is a lie. Simple. Okay. Let's forget about him.
So the $300,000 is that you...
My brother, I've contributed not more, I've contributed 80%.
80%?
80%.
Of the money, of the $1 million.
And I don't borrow no money for that 80%.
You didn't borrow any money, it's your own personal
money. I didn't borrow no money for that. What he's saying, Allah is my witness. I fear Allah. Wallahi, if Mr. Sisse was telling the truth, yes. But with this, he's lying. If he's lying against me, I leave him with Allah. But I don't want to tell, I helped him, he knows. Well, the day of the press conference, listen to me, the day of the press conference, he was in a predicament. He met me at we were in the same car. When I went to buy water after the press conference, when I went buy water at what's his name again? How you call it? At a speed gas station on Manjai. I went, he came, he said, I want to talk to you private. The owner of the shop in Manjai, the shop that was kiosk, like 7-Eleven, he said an issue to me which Allah knows the issue has been solved. You see, brothers, that's Ahmed Sisse. I have high regard for him. Let him tell the truth. That man, I don't want to talk much about him. I told you I don't believe in competing to defend people. I believe in competing for success. He is that one. He said that's not true, and I helped him 3 times. He knows that if you deny that, Yom Al Qiyamah, you will sit, I will sit. Allah will stand. We will stand before Allah Azza wa Jalla. He will tell the truth. He doesn't know my finance. He will never know my finance.
Well, he said you are claiming to be a millionaire. That you are from a millionaire family. You still live in a family house. You don't even have your own car. That he has even taken you somewhere not long ago, and you had to hire to a funeral, and you took a taxi to the funeral. That you don't have money. You're claiming to be a businessman, a diamond dealer. When I told him to describe you, he described you to be a selfish person, a failed businessman who is trying to enrich himself. He said you told him that there is money in politics, and that you are getting into this, there is money into politics. Even the issue of you and Mama Kande, this is on record, you and Mama Kande, the Morocco thing, I was asking you, Sisse just actually revealed that to us, that you told him that Mama Kande went and brought back the king or whoever he met was going to give him they gave him 100,000 euros or dollars, and you told him that Mama Kande don't 20,000 instead of the 100,000, and that there were trust issues. It is Sisse who told us this thing, and it is on record actually. What's your reaction to these allegations? He described you to be a selfish person who is hungry for money and is not actually does not have the Gambia at heart. What's your reaction?
He's entitled to say whatever he says. Tell him, I want you to, I'm not here to compete, to argue with Mr. Sisse. I respect as a human being. My caliber with him is like Bina Sama Walad. Allah knows best. The day I was about to form this party, I was sitting alone. I said, Allah, you know you created me. I'm here for the Gambians. If you know that I'm going to be selfish, please don't let me register. But if you know that I'm here for the name of Gambia and help Gambia, in the name of Allah, I don't need no help from no one. I didn't ask anybody to support me. No Gambians in Gambia would tell me, Batchilly went to me to help me to form a political party, let me have finance. Concerned citizens, about 2-3 people of concerned citizens, when they hear me about my ideology, they say they committed. The rest is me up to today. So if Sisse come in and talk rubbish, that's him. He's entitled. Everybody knows about him, that man talk rubbish. Everybody knows. So for him, let him talk. But ask him, when he asks me, I'm not emotional. Ask him. No, it's okay. Allah said when you help somebody, to me, like I said, to me, Sisse, he said, may Allah guide him.
Did you tell
And
him
the truth
that?
shall be
Did you
revealed one
tell
day.
him that?
I'm not selfish. I say it over. I'm not selfish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here for money issue. I didn't ask Gambia. I'm telling you now, Mr. Jude. All the Gambians, the Mabugangan Dugluma, I will never ask any Gambians to help me to support this party. If any concerned Gambian love their ideology, you want to contribute, don't give me this account, you put it there. I don't need money from no one, even if I'm eating the dirt. Tell him that I have family house. All ask every Sarahulis. If you are first son of your father, your family house should be your house when your father is late. What I have, I don't need to tell Mr. Cisse what I have. From the get-go, I have a record. From the get-go, when he contacted my brother, I was even late. When he saw after when he left, I said, my brother, this guy is not genuine. But my brother, the admin said to the Yafa, said, no, you don't. I said, no. The same day he even asked me for money. The same day the brother asked me for money.
He said,
so I can understand
you
that.
told him from the get-go that you
he asked me for money at the press conference, then he need money. Then he
said that you gave him. He said you gave him $3,000 for the press conference for MC the press conference.
He did ask for it.
And you promised him you were going to give him another 3,000.
He was part of the party.
Mm-hmm.
He was.
Okay. So did you ever tell him that? Did you ever tell him that you are a millionaire? He accused you of bragging to be a millionaire. And he said you. In fact, you told. Let me finish. He said you told him that you made your first million. Like you celebrated your first $1 million in 1987, which is the year he was born. Did you ever tell him that you celebrated?
That to be 1987, I was 15 years old. 1987, I was in Gambia. I never traveled. That means you know this guy is lying. So I don't need to talk. 1987. That's what you said. I was in Gambia. I was going to Saragossa High School. Huh? How can I make my first $1 million there? This man is a liar. I don't want to talk about. Let's continue to the next subject.
Well,
with due respect. If I was in Gambia in 1987 and I was a student and he's telling me I make my first million in 1987, that means this guy is lying. So he's lying. So my brother, let's forget about him. This alone is a lie. Forget about him. Forget about him. Please, let's go for further.
Well, okay. So how did you?
If you want to ask him about him, my brother, I will just. I'm not emotional. I have less time. You know me. I like to talk about people, competency, the developed Gambia, not people. He lied. The whole entire world knows he lied. How can I be a millionaire in 1987 when I was 15 years old in my father's house?
Okay. So
that means he's a liar.
Yeah, still talking about. He said you introduced him to a very prominent guy in the United States who contributed to Hillary Clinton's campaign and Obama's campaign, and this guy did a lot. And he was talking to the guy. The guy told him that GAP is actually there are 4 Sarahules who are willing to actually contribute to GAP, and the person the smallest amount that what they want to contribute is 500,000. That these people are ready. These 4 Sarahules. What is your reaction to that?
That's not true, in fact. You see, my brother, that Sarahule guy said who again? You see, this man came. I want to break it down. I told him he came and said you are a spy, but the information that we will give you when you check that information, you ain't go nowhere. I told my brother, I travel all over the world. This is Batchilly. I've been all over the world. Somebody who comes, Allah gave me a gift. When I look at you, when you're not genuine, I keep quiet. But if you are talking, if you are dealing with humanity, don't rush. I open doors. I connected with Swaggy. I even spoke to Waggy yesterday. I spoke to Waggy. I can even give you Waggy's number in America. You ask Waggy, did Batchilly ever ask you $1?
So there are no 4 Sarahules. So there are no 4 Sarahules.
No, it's not true.
So there are no 4 Sarahules who want to support the party.
Listen. Mr. Cisse said, I will never call him a liar. But what he's saying is not true. To call somebody a liar is unprofessional. But the statement that he's narrating, all are false and are true. So for that matter, when I have an element of lies in your stories, I don't want to talk. You are making Mr. Cisse to be well known. You want Mr. to be well known. To me, it's unknown to me. You are making him unknown. Even my answer about Cisse is unknown. Please change the subject. You know, change the subject, my brother. Change it.
Okay.
Please change the subject, man. I don't like to talk about pathological manipulators, pathological storytellers, pathological things. That's not a me. My brother, I'm not saying I'm perfect. But when it comes to sincerity, when it comes to objectiveness, I ain't scared of nobody in Gambia, man. I'm honest. When they want to use, what's a millionaire? I make millions. I make millions of American dollars. I can be right stood and fall down. It's in the hands of Allah.
Yeah,
I live my life. I'm not here for bragging.
Yeah.
You see, that's why I don't like to talk to media. What I believe, let me do my grassroots operation, which people believe in me, they trust in me with the help of my father. You see, my father already cultivated for us. I'm going to be cultivating for my kids and the Gambian kids. That's what I believe. My father cultivated for me. People are fun not because of me, they are fun because of my father. Then when I do the same good thing which I did, but I want to do more than my father, which is we cultivate for my kids and the kids of the Gambians. That's what I believe. That's why I believe in compete. I believe to compete for success. Not say I'm this. If Sehu Sisi, Ahmed Sisi, I don't want to talk. If he knows he's a company, let him form his own political party.
He
let
said
him do
he's
it.
not able
He's a
to.
competent guy. I believe he's a competent guy. I believe he can. Let him do it. And we meet in the field. Because Gambia Kunda, the will of Gambia belongs to the Gambians. So each Gambians are entitled, even the farmer in Willibana have the right to form his political party. But whatever you say, let it be true.
Sheriff Njai is.
Let it be true, man. I believe in sincerity. I don't believe in talks.
Sheriff Njai is watching.
You see, I don't want to talk about him. You are making me talk. You are making him fame in my. If I knew that you're talking about him, that you were asked about him here, believe me, I won't talk about him.
Sheriff Njai.
This is a record. It's in a record. The whole world will talk about Ahmed Sisi. Who is Ahmed Sisi to me? Ahmed Sisi is a regular human being. I respect us in humanity. But when it comes to the level of understanding for you to involve to understand, you must involve to understand that understanding. He's not that understanding. Yeah, he will never be that understanding. Yeah. For me, you are making him fame. To me, it's not fame, but you are making him fame. As far as me, I know him as a Gambian. That's all. Mr. Respected Gambian that I love. I wish him all the success. For me, he's restless, man.
Mr. Batchilly, I'm making him fame, or you are. You organized your first press conference, your record-breaking press conference, the first time you faced the Gambian public through the media to talk to them. This very important historic event of yours, of your party, Gambia Action Party. You trusted this man and gave him to be the MC to host your event. And you're telling me I'm making him famous? Who is making him famous?
Can I, you see, in political line, you cannot drive nobody. I vow, I make prayer, whoever come to destroy GAP, you leave.
Okay.
I have to give every human being, every Gambian, each Gambian, being he or she, being small or being big, being old or being young, I will give you the benefit of doubt until otherwise.
Okay.
I gave him the benefit. I didn't force him. He's the one coming. I don't even know him. He knows us through the media, which is the Gambia Action Party. I have to give him the benefit. He came with sincerity that I'm this, I'm that. I said, me personally, I never trust him from the day one. But I have no right to say go. I give him the benefit. When I find out he ain't trustworthy, I didn't say leave, he's the one who left. I said, thank you.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah, I didn't make him fame. He came, he intrude with thinking he's sincere. I told even my father who born me, if he comes to, he's late. But when Allah make you come back, he want to enter in GAP. GAP is here for the interest of Gambia and the Gambians. GAP is not here for the interest of Batchilly. A lot of people think I'm finding money for GAP. I don't need no money for GAP. And believe me, if I can see a competent Gambian who loves Gambia at heart, you want to be Secretary General, come. I'll resign. I'll give you the Secretary General. I'll remain in the party to make sure you cannot mess with the party. Okay. Because I'm the pioneer of the party. I'll make sure the party, no one can mess this party.
Like you said,
position-wise, I don't need it.
Like you said, Mr. Batchilly, Seh was a member of GAP from what you told us. He said he wasn't a member of GAP. He came to give you a try. He listened to what you told him, and he was given a try. When he didn't see what he wanted, just like when you didn't see what you wanted at GDC, or at some point you parted ways with them. It is the same thing that happened. But this was somebody that you said was an insider that was part of you. So if an insider, somebody...
I'm not saying he was insider. Listen to me. Don't twist the word, Mr. Youth. Okay. I'm not saying he was an insider. The man called. He says he's ready to be part of us. He doesn't even... I don't even give appointment letter.
Well, he said you have offered
appointment letter. You know that's the rules of regulation of the party. We give a trial. They don't know, that's okay. Give him a chance. Well, if we see, when we form in our two executive, we give appointment letter. All the executives that I'm working with, everybody have their own appointment letter. He doesn't have an appointment letter.
In fact, he said...
if he has appointment letter, he was part of it. You know, like a member. He was a member. Yeah. He was a surrogate. He loved the party. He was not an executive.
Okay.
So he has the right, everybody has the right to call me today, I'm part of your party. I said, come in. I will never drive nobody because the party doesn't belong to me. But if you want to bring otherwise in the party, the vigilant, the eagle eyes of the party will open the eyes. Operation Yayele. And then if you're not right, the Operation Yayele will kick you out.
Well, from what he said, though, he said from, in fact, first day he met you, you offered him the position of, you wanted to make him number 2 of your party, and at some other occasion, you
Mr. Juf, can you move on, or otherwise I'll talk to you later.
Well,
I'm a man of principle.
I will respect.
Can you move on? Can you move on and with topics which are beneficial? I want you to ask me the agendas, the resources that we have. How can we process our resources for the benefit of Gambia? Not human beings, not some not individuals. Not individual like him. Let's talk about the resources of Gambia, the benefit of the resource that can better the Gambians. That can really better. That's what we need. I don't need here to sit down talk about people. I don't compete talking about people. I compete talking about the betterment of Gambia. Ask me, River Gambia, how many fish are there? What are the benefits of that fish? How can we transform that fish into economy? Ask me about the black sand. Ask me about the white sand. Ask about the institution. Ask about how can we eradicate corruption. And individual who let him contribute to the betterment of Gambia. Please, Mr. Juf. Otherwise, I'm a principal. I told you, when it comes to objectiveness, I have no compromise. Even my parents, when they want to play the interest of Gambia, I cannot disrespect them because they're my family. But I said, Ma, let's talk about what Allah told me to do for you. I will do that. When it comes to objectiveness, I know you don't love Gambia. I walk away. So please, Mr. Booth, I have high regard for you. I'm a man of principle. I'm assertiveness. I have my senses. I'm a good heart. Talking about, I thought you were going to ask him about agendas, agendas to develop the country, not questioning. This question to me, this interview, ask me about agendas.
Mr. Batchilly.
Ask me what I have for the Gambia. Ask me what are the resources in Gambia. Ask me how can we develop our country. That's the better. People should know our country. They should know the resources of the country. They should know what we have. They should know what's going on. And then they can excel for the betterment of the country. Not individual, this man say this man did. To me, that's a little, come on, Mr. Joe. In the name of Allah, I have high regards for you, man.
Mr. Batchilly, I've heard what you said. I respect what you say. But then when I interviewed you for this interview, it was so clear. When I invited you for this interview, it was a clear certain thing. I will remind you again that you are trying to seek the highest office in the country. In America here, you've been here. And
my brother, the highest position in the country, this presidency, I'm not hungry for power. You don't understand. Let me put my glasses on so that you can see this beautiful eyes of mine. I'm not here for the position. You don't understand. I'm here for Operation Yayele. Let's sensitize the mindset of the Gambia, the good heart and the good mind, and what we have to be economic independent. A lot of Gambians don't even know we are rich. 90% of Gambians, 90% of the importers are not Gambians. 90% of the wholesalers are not Gambians. 90% of the retailers are not Gambians. Who are buying the stuffs are the Gambians. We are rich. Why won't you empower your indigenous businessmen and women to be the importer, to be the wholesaler, to be the retailer, and the economy still develop? We develop our country. Ask me about that. That's the agenda that I have. You understand?
Mr. Batchilly.
This is me. I'm not hyper. Don't get me wrong. I want you to know that I give benefit to all Gambians. People who are not concerned, even in Islam. In Islam, everybody knows there's Allah, but not all of them worship Allah.
You see, Mr. Batchilly.
Musa Yalli, let me tell you something. I'm not here for the power. I keep telling the people, Wallahi, Gambians, I respect you. I'm sacrificing for the Gambia to be better for the Gambians. But I don't need anything from any Gambians. If you are willing to help me to support the party, don't give me help me support because you help in Gambia. Because whatever I have, I'm putting Gambia. But who don't want this party will go in the name of Allah for the betterment of Gambia. This party will never stop in the name of Allah for the betterment of Gambia. For me, I don't like talking about people, questioning. Talk about agendas. That's what I have. That's what I believe. If I would have known you want to ask me questions about people, my Mr. Juf, I will tell you, ask me about agendas.
Okay, Mr. Batchilly, I have listened to you, and I would appreciate you give me some time to remind you about this again. I was the one who invited you, to clear certain things, and I have my questions ready for you. You have made reference to America and other parts of the world and how politics go. You have traveled, you have had experience, and you see how things go. It's about time for our politicians to understand that it is not only what you want to know. Judge Kavanaugh, when he was being sworn into America to serve as one of the Supreme Court judges of the United States, he had a big hearing in which we had people who accused him of sexual misconduct. You can imagine sexual misconduct. Even the former Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, right now, he is the leading candidate of the Democratic Party. He is trying to contest for the next president against Donald Trump. He is leading all other Democratic candidates. The day he announced his candidature, a woman came out and accused him of touching him inappropriately. They didn't even accuse him of touching, of having any sexual misconduct, but touching him inappropriately because he likes to tap people in the back, he likes to hug people and do things like that. He had to come out and do a video and apologize to Americans and said he has learned his lesson and he will learn to hold his hands to himself. Now he's not going to be touching anybody inappropriately anymore. These are little things. We just had former President Yahya Jammeh. This young
Mr. Juf, let me help you. I don't believe in American democracy. I believe in action. I'm talking about Gambia.
Okay, I will tell you now.
Listen, if you have to believe in yourself, the American democracy cannot fit in Gambia.
Okay. Well, former President
listen to me. What I believe. You see, people don't understand me. What I believe is action. Do what's good for the people. Let it think about livelihood. America has been there from 1770, 230 something years ago. We are just independent for 54 years ago. All we have to do, let's think about our livelihood, how to be food independency.
You know, earlier, okay,
not about this.
Now let's focus about the issues.
I told you, position is given to Allah. Positions are given to Allah through people.
Now let's come back to the
positions are given by Allah through people.
Okay.
For me, I'm not here for highest position. Okay. I'm here for Gambia to develop.
Okay. The former President Yahya Jammeh, for example, as we speak this minute, a young girl broke the silence, and that is the news in Gambia. You might have seen it. Tufa Jallo, of course, accused Yahya Jammeh. Mane Tufa Jallo accused Yahya Jammeh. Okay, Tufa Jallo, if you can hear me. Tufa Jallo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Tufa Jallo, yes.
Yes, Tufa Jallo accused former President Yahya Jammeh of raping her, of having inappropriate sex with her. This is the person that occupied the highest office in the country, organizing a beauty pageant, young beautiful girls of the country, very promising young people who are supposed to be our future mothers, who are supposed to be our future generation. Coming out and participating in this pageant because he promised them of a scholarship that he was going to offer them, and because of that they took part in this. Eventually, he ended up raping this young girl, according to what he's saying. We don't want to get into things like that, Mr. Batchilly. If you are accused of stuff, it's important that you clear these things to the Gambian people.
Can I come in, Mr. Juve?
Yes, go ahead.
See, I believe that's very question. Good question. Yes. It's a good question.
Yes.
I respect that too for Jalo. I respect the young lady. But you see, Gambia is a secular state. I respect the secularism of Gambia. But 90% of Gambians are Muslim. And I'm a Muslim. I respect my religion. I respect the ethic of my religion. My constitution is Quran. My manifest is the Sunnah. For somebody to come and tell you are raped, and the way I look at, don't get me wrong, I respect the secularism of the Gambia. Gambia is a secular country, governed by manpower constitution. I respect that. If you want to govern the country with a manpower constitution, I respect. I have no problem with that. But as a tradition, 90% of Gambians are Muslim. I'm one of the Muslims. I respect my Islam. I love my Islam. I respect being a Muslim. I love, my constitution is the Quran. My manifesto is the Sunnah. The way the Sunnah says, if somebody come out and say, I raped you, that's a zina. Rape is like that's not a wife. It's like you commit a fornication or adultery. And then the modalities of confirming, how you call it, adultery, through the Quran, which is my constitution. If I don't see that modality, I'm not saying she's lying, I would reserve myself, because Allah says you need 4 witnesses from different kind of constituencies. They make sure they say the person. Until the person comes himself, said that the man raped him and the man agreed. You understand? With that, I have less limited on that. With that question, I respect you. I have limited version. I respect the girl. She has entitled to. My main question is, zina in my doctrine of Islam. I respect the secularism, but Islam is my religion. I have to respect the ethics and the conduct of Islam, which is for me, I have a limited on that. I know myself. Like they said, I'm on the run. You know, that makes me come out yesterday. But she is on the run. I'm a businessman. I'm a successful businessman. I owe people. People owes me. In the whole world, being a public figure, you know, some public figures are like they owe people, but they're not known. You understand? To me, owing is, but if they ever come that Batchilly is on run for rape or Batchilly is on run for murder, and I know I'm wrong, I'll commit suicide because I cannot face the face. I'll face, let me go to hell. Because I did something wrong. I killed somebody intentionally and I raped somebody intentionally, which is not willing, then I deserve to go to hell. Until then, if that's not proven, I respect her ideology, I respect he can claim, but I cannot say anything about it. And any president, me, I'm capable of deliver. I could be the president, Allah knows. I could be but I'm a secretary general as far. I can't be president, I have the ability to deliver. I know that.
So you don't trust
to make sure Gambians are satisfied. Believe me, my brother, if I was looking for money, if I was really get into politics for money, the money that I pump in this politics, why won't you use that money? I'm doing my own thing, man.
Okay, Mr. Batchilly.
So it doesn't make sense.
So in short, you don't trust. So in
I
short,
believe in competition for success. I don't believe in pathological talks. I don't believe in pathological narration. All I believe is reality, compete for success. I believe in number one. I'm a good leader. I'm born to make a mistake. I believe that no human being is perfect, but objectiveness, I can deliver. I can make whatever Gambian wants. I have the ability to do it. If they give chance gap, whether it's me or somebody on the ticket of gap, as far as I'm involved, we can deliver, inshallah.
So you don't
Thank you so much, Mr. Duke. I have something to do, and I gotta go. I have an appointment because of I gotta go now. If you can give me a few questions and because of and I'll leave. Thank you, sir.
Questions. I just want to understand your stance with this Tufa versus Yaya Jammeh. Tufa came out and accused Yaya Jammeh of raping him. I want to raping her rather. And she did a press conference yesterday in which she talked about the circumstances, mentioned name, and talked about how the whole situation happened and the impact of the rape in her life and everything. So are you saying that you don't trust what she said until and unless you are able to have the way the Islamic doctrine told you that you must have 4 people, 4 witnesses who came from different places who don't know and who witnessed this thing, and for the Yaya Jammeh himself in this case to actually admit that he raped her? If not, you are not going to buy into her story. Is that what you're saying?
Mr. How you call it? Mr. Youth. When Tufa was having this issue, I was not there. I have limited version to say it. I'm talking about the version that Quran tells me. That's what I believe. She can tell the truth. She might be telling the truth. She might not. That's none of my concern. I didn't say she has no right to come out. I'm telling you, my version of my belief, no one can put me out of that. I believe that version and I respect that version. I'm not saying she has no right to come out. She can say it. I have nothing. And if Allah knows, I'm telling you, if Allah knows she's telling the truth, Alhamdulillah.
Okay.
But for me, I have nothing to say. Me, my version is, that's what they told me. That's what I was taught by my ustaz. This is what I believe. I'm not saying what she says is not true. And I have limited version to talk about that. And I'm sorry that whatever pain she's going through, may Allah grant her her wishes.
Okay.
That's what I have to say.
Okay, fine. Now, you've said it, you don't have time. The few extra questions that I have for you. When I invited
I was thinking, sorry, Mr. Duke, I was really thinking that you were going to ask him about these resources, the agendas of the country. But, but this one is okay. I love it, man. I love it. But I want next time when you come in for interview, let's talk about the things of how to develop the country.
Okay, Mr. Batchilly, when I invited you, it was specifically to clear the air on some allegations against you. You definitely
such as
okay, I am coming. You see, I had told you this is my first interview with you. I told you next time if I am to interview you, I will talk to you on issues, on policy issues and the other things you do. You are trying to acquire the highest office and I will remind you about it again. There are allegations against you and it's important for you to clear them. I could have and we could have just sit here and said, Mr. Batchilly, this A, B, C, or just give an opportunity to the people that are putting allegations. Let me finish. People that are putting allegations on you, we write the story. You will certainly not like it. But then I'm giving you the opportunity. Mr. Batchilly, I will ask you a few questions. One of them is, for example, that you take taxi and make ordinary Gambian citizens who you said you want to represent, who are doing working very hard to represent themselves to find their daily bread, either by working, for example, taxi drivers, for example, drummers, and other people who are desperate to travel and the like, and you're taking advantage of these people. I will tell you 3 to 4 allegations, all of at once, and I want you to respond to those allegations. You want to represent the Gambian people. You want to represent
Mr. Juve, I want to tell you something. I've heard all what's allegation that what you're asking for me. To be honest with you, I'm not interested to answer that question.
Well,
I'm not interested to answer. I'm not interested to listen to that. Okay. If you want to say it, you say it. But I'm not interested to listen. I'm not interested to answer it. So, as brother, if you wanna continue, let me take this out and then good day. You know me, I'm a principled man. I'm not here to talk about people. Let me tell you something. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's more cleaner than any human being on earth. Up to today, they're fighting. Okay. Those kind of questions to me is irrelevant. I'm not interested in that, my brother. I have due respect for you, and inshallah, thank you so much for the interview. I love you, my brother, and inshallah, anytime you're ready, just ask me for the invitation. I will come through.
You are trying to seek the highest office in the country, Mr. Batchilly, and there are things that you need to talk about. Anybody in the Gambia, when there are accusations against you, I mean, it's important that you clear
I have respect for you. I have respect for you. All accusation, whatever they say, whatever they want to say, they have the right to say. I know, Allah knows what they say is untrue. Alhamdulillah. I don't need to answer things, my brother. Don't. I have high regards for you, my brother.
You were on the newspaper
don't
yesterday.
Don't push me things that I don't want to ask. I have the right to answer. I have no right to answer.
Yeah, but can
so
you give me the opportunity?
That privilege of, but if you want to push me, the next time when you come for interview, I'll say, Mr. Job, I love you, my brother.
No.
When you see me when you see the party in the State House, I'll remind you.
I respect you. I respect you.
Thank you, my brother. Ask me about genders. Ask me about the resources.
Yeah,
Gambians, we have problem. We don't have our 3 basic meals, proper basic meals. 75% of Gambians don't have proper breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You know, let's talk about that, how to develop that, how to tell the president how to use the sovereign guarantee to help the country before next election. Well, you know, because he's the one in power.
If we have
he's the one in power. You know, he's the one in power. We need the Department of Gambia, not about question of allegation. Allegation, I met allegation in this world.
Yeah, but
and I will leave allegation in this world. Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam, they accuse him of zina. At the end of the day, he became the king.
Mr. Batchilly, if you,
my brother,
as
far as they never accuse me of stealing, they never accuse me of raping. They never accuse me of duping. Please.
You did not even listen to what I have to tell you. If you take the
I know the question you're talking about. You have narrated it. I listen.
No, I did not.
I listen attentively.
I did
not. You know, my brother, I gotta go now. I love your interview. It's so kind, and I respect you so much, and I love my brother. Let me go now, please. I
will respect it for you, but then, Mr. Batchilly, just hear this out. You are trying to say...
I don't want to hear. Don't push me something that I don't want to hear. Please, respect me. Don't push me, my brother.
The government is accused of stuff all the time. When you occupy a government, you are accused of stuff. They come out. For example, President Adama Barrow.
If the government, if they accuse me as a government, I don't listen to the accused. I will deliver what they want.
Well, if the government,
my brother, do you know how many people accuse me? They accuse me of everything.
Yeah,
but it's important of everything in them on earth. But who can bring a proof? Even if you bring a proof, if you ask that person what transpired between us, he will say, but the Roman but he was nice and nice and nice.
Okay.
He said, Bani Adam, you cannot satisfy them.
We don't want you to.
I believe you can. I believe whatever you can do good, my brother. So by head newa, so body newa, so definitely, so the facade newa, keep off. So with me, with kind allegation. And I'm telling you people, I want to repeat myself to Gambians. I love you Gambians. I want you to give the chance for this party, Gambia Action Party, the leadership Gambia Batchilly. I'm not saying I'm 100%, but I'm 100% when it comes to objectiveness. I'm ready. I can deliver. I don't play when it comes to the agenda and the interests of the nation, the sovereignty, the country, the human, and our people. I will never play.
Well, if you are not, if you are not in a position, Mr. Batchilly, if you are not in a position, if you will take the microphone, though,
can we talk about something else?
If you will take off the microphone, Mr. Batchilly, you that wants to be the president of the Gambia and you are in the middle of an interview, the most unprofessional thing you will do, sorry to say, is for you to leave, to take that microphone and walk away from the place. You will make headlines and you will regret something like that because you will not like it. We will write stories and
my brother, let me tell you something. Are you in this world? You see in this world.
Unprofessional.
Yeah, I think you know about the Quran a little bit, Mr. Juve. When somebody don't want to answer questions, I'm not saying I don't walk away from you. Respect my time.
You see, we spend a lot of time going back and forward. If you allow me to leave now,
you have asked me questions. Go ahead. I want to leave.
Well, I
want to leave, now you're asking me not to leave. No. If I leave, you want to put headlines. My brother, headlines, he's been there before I was born.
Okay.
And headlines gonna be there after I die.
Okay.
You understand? Headlines ain't no problem to me.
Okay. Well,
headlines, you are making me more everybody to know me.
Mr. Batchilly, yesterday I watched an interview.
Between the reality is this. Can you give me a chance? You don't know how I'm feeling right now. You don't know how I'm feeling right now.
Okay.
You don't know, maybe I cannot sit on certain time. You don't know.
Okay.
You understand? Before we started the interview, you said you want to use the bathroom. You told me that. I gave you a chance, you use the bathroom. Now you don't know how I'm feeling. I said, give me a chance. Let me take care of the issue. No, you said, no. If you leave, it's going to be this. My brother, you are a very honest person, Mr. Juve. I like you naturally. We have the same ideology. But ask me about agendas, not allegations. These allegations are fabricated stories. Some of them. I'm not saying I have no problem with people. I'm a human being. Ain't nobody on earth say he ain't got no problem with people. Ain't nobody on earth. So if you want to see some of my little tiny issue, want to put in on the complication of the public figure, so-called the public figure, because me, everybody is public figure as part of a human being. But the position I give it to Allah. Allah says we are all Bani Adam. We are human beings. I make a nation and tribes so that we can easily talk to somebody. Sarahole Manika, word of English. This we communicate the ta'arafu for harmony, marriage, do business according to the best among you guys is the one who fear Allah. Aswajal. You understand? And then he said in the Quran, I 100 people. Some are rich, some are poor, so that we can live among each other in harmony. If I have a companies, I can hire. But that doesn't mean that hey, I'm better than you. And that doesn't mean that you're better than me. You understand? It's just about wealth. That's Allah's bounties. He can give it to whom he wish. You understand? So, but if you pushing me, my brother, to certain allegation, it's uncalled for. Let me leave now. Give me time, let me leave.
Your final words to our listeners. I mean, since you don't want to hear me out to ask you my questions and give you the opportunity, I'm on the record to wanting to give you the opportunity based on allegations we have heard. I mean, so that you can clear the air on these things if you don't want to.
The only allegation they said I'm on run, that I run away from my house. They came to my house and took my stuffs. It's all lies.
Okay. Where you conducted, I was going to ask you. That's one of the things I was going to.
I never run from nowhere.
Okay, Mr. Batchilly.
I'm in my house. I'm sleeping next to my beautiful wife. Okay. She cooked chupacanga for me yesterday, and I ate. Ain't no problem with that. Okay. People are saying that's why I came out. I spoke to my lawyer. My lawyer will handle the legal terms of that. But if I'm wrong, the voice, we will deal with them.
Mr. Batchilly.
The lawyer will know what to do.
Okay.
I left everything in the hands of my lawyer. He will do, and then the whole world will know what's happening.
Yeah.
But beside that, my brother, let's talk about the development of the country. People don't have proper Medicare. People are suffering. So people are doing even they're worried. Some have so many deaths. Some are getting sick. The mortality rate of people are dying. There's no drugs in the hospital. Education system are poor. The resources we are rich. Ask me so that I can tell my people that's the Gambian Operation Yalli. Let's open the good positive mindset and good positive heart, the positive heart, and know what we have and the betterment of our resources for the betterment of the country. Let's do that. Let's talk about that, not the allegation. The worst allegation is that I fear of, like I killed somebody or I raped somebody's wife or I sleep with a woman who's not mine. Allah forbid, I will never do that, inshallah. The rest, let them talk. They will talk and talk.
So this allegation from this woman that you ran away from the country, what happened between you and him? I watched an interview in which you talk about it. You said you owe her money. Who is this woman and what
my brother, you asked me a question over me and you. We spoke on the telephone. You asked me, you the one who called me or her. I said, yeah, there's only when you called me yesterday, was I on the run? You called me day before yesterday.
Yes, but that is the primary reason why I invited you.
You called me, he said, Batchilly, how you know? I said, I'm okay. It's alright. I said, man, this allegation, these stories. You know the problem this. Gambians don't want somebody who got good heart, compete for success. Loan is a loan. When I was there, the court sent a summons to my house. I was not there. My wife called me and said, took it to the lawyer. The lawyer handled it. The same day, the lawyer handled it. I was sick. I came. I traveled small within the country. When I came, people started calling me. What's wrong? I said, what's wrong? You on foot? I said, nah, that cannot be. When I saw the newspaper, I went to clarify myself. My lawyer will handle with that tomorrow. He already handled it. On Monday, my lawyer will handle with the voice. They will handle. They will know what time it is.
So
I'm not going to say what's going to happen, but they know. They will know.
Where
The whole
you
world will
contacted
know.
by voice?
This allegation of running. How can I be running when I'm sitting with you?
Where you contacted by
How
voice?
can I be running when I'm talking to you through live in your studio in KFC?
So where you
let them talk?
Were you contacted by Voice newspaper before the publication? Did they?
They never. I don't even know. They never contacted me. They never called me. Okay. How immaturity they are. I will show them I'm matured. You know, a mature person is one who has the power to destroy, but he walk away by telling you guys the truth and walk away. That's Batchilly. I want to make sure what they said it's not true, and they will make sure what they said the whole world will know it's not true. Then I walk away. That's Batchilly. If they don't want to do that way,
did you owe the money? Do you owe the money,
Mr. Duke, I formed this political party, this administrative institution for the betterment of Gambia, to tell the Gambia what they have to know. They must know their rights. Some of the Gambia don't even know their rights. Some of the Gambia don't even know the resources we have. So I want to tell them what we have, the benefit of what we have. We cannot be just a recipient taking money from international donors. That means kude nyan urulu saboba.
Tell us
about we can develop this country. There's competent Gambians that can join hands together and develop this country for the masses. That's what I believe, Lorotama, from this political party. Not to come here and say allegation. Money unity said from Adam alayhi salam to Muhammad Ningo allegate. Kuiman, nagawa.
Legi ifelu lo da nga am responsibility pour wax ci lolu yow nagaay wax. Operation ñaay. Legi operation ñaay.
Man xam na du dega. Daw ma duma mus di daw. Suma daw dina wax yow.
Operation ñaay la mel ni
yow da nga dégg lolu lu da nga call ma. Pap nga call ma nga ma brother man nakam ñu waxtaan have this beautiful thing nga ne na nak man nga ko inshallah I'll give it to you.
Man la waaw kay nga leral ko man la kay nga leral ko man suma interview ak yow suma request for interview is actually to clear the air on this allegation ñu ne da nga jël
no dama la wax gis nga da nga wax allegation mané man ñëw na si sa headline bi nga ne Musa Batchilly ga man ko gis sa headline bi ne Musa Batchilly is on the run.
No. I asked you a question. Is Musa Batchilly on the run? Look at it. It's a
no. It's gap leader. Is a word.
Wow.
The Mawane. If I was on the run, now I know.
Well, Lolo is a question. Is Musa Batchilly on the run? Find out.
No, I'm not saying that. I know that question. You don't understand. I'm helping. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. The money. The word Musa Batchilly is on the run. You know that it's a lie already because I'm sitting next to you in your studio. Your beautiful studio. The AC is there. I'm enjoying it. You understand? And one of your presenters are here. We are talking. He's listening. So the reality is this: I'm not on the run. That's the only thing. If they say Musa Batchilly go,
so danga involved.
On the run means I'm running. They know I'm capable. As a character assassination. This guy kujanga. Remember to kujanga. Janga na kunenda ABC abata zengala ku ham help ba do talk ngai character assassination of need because one day whoever character assassinate someone it will go back to you defend da madaw suma kir de ñu suma kir jël suma balasi kritikata yo yeb fella
okay
da sa presenter mum fi suma jala mum da ma draba mum ma dem be suma kir ma ngi ko suma jabar ne ba parna reer bi mu tofu mu reer
Well, gis nga Mr. Batchilly, right? Mr. Batchilly.
Mr. Duke,
if you are,
you don't know how I feel now. Make my chance.
Let's wrap up. Gis nga, you see, we have spent several minutes, over 10 minutes, going back and forth on this, Mr. Batchilly. So much joxon the opportunity, ma laaj la suma question rek nga tontu ma ko ñu move on duñ doon dem li ndekon tagato nañ léegi duga nañ ci issues yi nga wax ni basically and briefly sa operation ñaayele beautiful. I want to hear about that and all of that. You people accuse you of being involved in dubious dubious activities ñu ne da ngaa jël taxi driver yi nga ron loo leen around the whole dëkka doo leen fay xaalis amin ñu ne da ngaa jël ay sabarkat ñoom Cheikh am faal yóbbu leen ba jara soma ñu tegal la foofu noonu nga fay leen 10,000 fay loo leen di additional am 7,000 bi nga leen o until this day ñu ne yow da nga involve woon in business yi jaay visa ne da ngaa jaay Gambian ci visa ne da nga leen a yóbbu Kosovo I have somebody who told me ne da nga leen a wax ne da nga leen a yóbbu Kosovo nga jël xaalis ci ñoom these are people ñoo xam ne dañ nekk di ñaxa ñoo xam ne dañ bugg a tukki dañ naap se foog ne suñ tukkee dem bitim réew dinañ am luñ dimbalee seen family si at the end of the day yow nga gëmloo leen ne di nga leen mun a dimbalee visa
Mr. Diouf ay taxi ay visa ay sabarkat Cheikh Fall laaj ko ñëw na suma kër Cheikh Fall har ma duga si Cheikh Fall suma nit la ku baal moom xam na man xam na foofu rek laa em moom xam na man xam na foofu rek laa em ay visa yooyu yëpp wax ne loolu bu ma nekk si saga wu GDC yooyu yëpp is a defamation of character pathological stories pathological fabrication to me is baseless ana man maa embassy bi pour jox leen visa
so yow jëluloo xaalis pour leen Gambians ne da ngaa jaay visa
ama visa possible to me is baseless because they know the competence of me let them deliver suñ bëggee pour mo xam nga ak masuma ba mu ne ñu di suñoo wax against you bul faale gaay wan leen ne you are fighting I'm competing for success come and do what I want come develop your party for the better of the country we can be a coalition and develop the country do your part then I know your man but sitting down the psychological warfare on Facebook do one story is not true assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh muna dem le ya
lan mooy sa final word to our viewers
my final word to the Gambian mooy man dama ñaan Gambians yëpp ñu nekk Gambia outside Gambia do if you want to succeed in this life compete for success don't compete to wala tajasisu the whole problem need ku nekk dafa am bots if we are looking at each box, there will be no success. But if we look at each box and you amend in a positive way, we lead for number one. Man Musa Batchilly, I will never tarnish any human being. Du ma wax lu bon kenn nit ku ma wax lu bon bala naa la dégg rek laa gëm lu ma def xam naa lu ma defut xaw ma xam naa ko lu ma def xam naa lu ma def xam naa ko ñi di suñ xoolee ma competence at deliver kaay ñu compete of success you will know what I can do or not. So Gambian see dama bëgg ñu nekk one heart, one love, one unity. We can achieve our victory on the three conditions: one, hard work, unity, and sincerity. Let's put our differences aside. Let's put our tribal differences aside. Let's put our negative differences aside. Let's bring the operation the third eye with positive mindset. Let's take order somewhere. We wash our heart. We believe in number one, which is Gambia. Let's fight for one until we get the one that we want. If we do that, then Gambia will be Gambia that we want. Until then, may Allah grant us the strength and to complete the vision we have for the nation. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Su fekkee ne wax naa dara rafetut wax dafa métti loolu dafa jóge si seetaan laanatullah alayhi bu baax bi dafa jóge si Allah te tell me and I tell. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Long live Gambia, long live Gap, long live Africa. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you very much kooku mooy Musa Yalli Batchilly borom opération ñaayele ki nga xam ne of course Gambia Action Party the newest party in the Gambia moom moo ko form. If you need to go Mr. Batchilly you can go. I will do my analysis since ngeen da nga yàkkamti mun ngaa dem. Let me finish my analysis. Musa Batchilly of course the Gambia's Action Party mooy the newest political party in the Gambia boo xam ne kat biñ ko formé ak léegi mutagut benn at sax a few months la bi at bi dooree si lañ ko form pour fàttali leen rek dégg ngeen Musa wax ko pour muy leer interview bi ma ko request of specifically dama ko contact ne ko dafa am liñ gis ci newspaper bi ñu ne da nga jël xaalis dafa am ko leb xaalis and you are on the run nekkuloo ci dëkk bi let's talk about it. Several other people ñu def investigation several other people jox ñu information about Musa Batchilly ne lu dox seen diggante ak ñoom. Cheikh Njie was one of them comme ni ma ko waxee Cheikh Cissé kon moom mu pare pour ñëw pour jàkkaarloog ñun wax ci Musa Batchilly. Obviously others for their own personal reasons they don't want to and we respect it for them. Li nga xam ne moom lañ ko accuse am ku ñu ne depuis 2011 moom am na kayit gu ko kii Musa Batchilly signal Musa Batchilly daf ko bindal ay chèque yoo xam ne dafa dem pour cash ko chèque yi bounce Musa Batchilly daf leen doon jéem a jaay visa ne moom dafa lijjanti visa ku bugg a dem Kosovo young people ñu ne dañ doon try ñoom pour ut luñ am pour mun a dimbale seen njaboot gi ñu ngi yàkkamti bugg a génn dëkk bi ñu lijjanti as tuut luñ am Musa Batchilly jël ko seen loxo ne dina leen mun a dimbale ci visa pour dem Kosovo of all places obviously nga xam ne si most underdeveloped countries yi la nekk ci Europe pour mun a dafa dimbale gars yi pour ñu dem foofu noonu it's definitely something loo xam ne jar na pour mu ñëw ñu laaj ko collect xaalis from people and not get them the visa until this day from what they say delloo wut leen seen xaalis te joxul leen visa that's one of the allegations. And I wish he gave me the opportunity to ask him. Ma breagal ko down comme ni ma ko break down ini. Ñom Cheikh Fall ay sabarkat lañ. Musa Batchilly formed a political party. Was involved in some political activities. According to the allegations, ñu ne dañoo dem mu ne dafa dem jaara soma, gaay caaj ko 17,000, mu fay leen 5,000 ci kanam coow li ne kur mu joxaat leen beneen 5,000, desel leen 7,000 according to what we are told. War ko laaj ci loolu. Dégg ngeen lu mujjee tontu ne kooku xam na moom xam na so am na lu dox ci diggante mag moom ci lim tontu waxul ne xamante wut ak kooku jigéen ji nga xam ne jël na xaalisam wala leb na ko xaalis obviously his response is moom businessman la and that he is a businessman and he will continue to be a businessman te businessman bu nekk dafa ànd ak jël bor wala am bor te moom leb na ne ñëppaay leb according to one of the interviews he had. Now, obviously, gis ngeen nim mujjee doxale be nice when I started asking him those questions. Obviously, he wanted to leave. Ñun nag at Gambian Talents comme niñ ko waxee Gambia dafa am fuñ tollu. Yéen ñii seetaan yéen ñi nga xam ne yéen ay ordinary Gambians yéen ñii déglu man ak yow ak keneen moom Musa Batchilly mu ne opération ñaayele mooy opération bot yi ibbeeku kon Gambians si suñ bot yi dafa war a ibbeeku. Our politicians need to learn to understand that Gambians munuñ leena meet everywhere every day pour wax ak ñoom si seen rally yi which they don't have all the time the only other opportunity is si seen through the media fa ngeen a mun a waxtaanee ak ñoom suñ nekkee si seen political rally yi liñ bugg a wax la ñoo wax liñ bugg a ngeen dégg loolu lañ leen a wax luñ bugg a ngeen gis loolu lañ leen a wax luñ bugg a ngeen xam loolu lañ leen a xamloo it is through the media pour ñu scrutinize leen. Some of these people, according to them, dañ lijjanti toppanteeg Musa Batchilly mu jox leen di running around from what they say for the longest and tontuwut leen wala joxut leen liñ soxla wala li dox seen digganteeg moom toppatoowut ko ni mu ko war a toppatooyee as a result they had no choice but to come to the media. Allegation nag is part of what you do su dee ngeen yow da nga bugg a nekk njiiti réew mi yow da nga bugg a pour ñu jox la di Gambia yow da nga bugg a nekk suñ président te yow yiñ laa tuumaal yow mënulooy ñëw clair yooyu war a yow buggulooy wax si yooyu kon yow ndax jar na pour ñu óolu la pour jox la suñ dëkka dégg ngeen li ko Cheikh Fall accuse one of the things once I get into Cheikh Fall issue of some of these things he get fired up. According to li ñu Cheikh Fall wax ci interview bi mu ne Musa Batchilly daf ne bi moo form political party daf ko ne moom su buguta nekk président su demee ba parti bi taxaw dina make noise dina am yu wax Barrow dina ko oo su ko ooyee dina ko def minister. This is an allegation, an accusation. Interview na fi Fabakary Tombong Jatta. I asked him several questions about things that he have been accused of. Interview na Halifa Sallah laaj naa ko yu bari yoo xam ne dañ ko nekk di accused of. Lawyer Dabo the same thing gis ngeen suma interview bi ak moom. So how different is Musa Batchilly? Ne dafa bugg a nekk di president of the Gambia and Musa is not willing or ready pour answer yenn questions yi. Yéen a ngi déglu Nyohobai show fii ci Gambian Talents TV, Gambian Talents Radio, Gambian Talents Promotion. Li ñuy def nag suñ njiit yi dañ am pour hold leen accountable. Some questions may not be relevant to them. We will not subscribe to being one of those platforms that will only come and babysit you because dañ bëgg nga jox ñu opportunity rek dañ la mara duñ la laaj yenn questions yi. Gambians need to know about these things. Gis ngeen Macky Sall miñ accuse brodam biñ accuse of taking $25,000 that supposedly belong to the Senegalese people, send tax money bi fan la mujjee si resign. Our politicians, our leaders dañ leen war a hold accountable. Gambian public bi ibbi leen seen bot yi nañ leen ibbi suñ bot yi. Yes, nañ leen ibbi suñ bot yi. Let us be willing to learn opération ñaayele gis nga dafa dañ war a passé foo xam ne politiciens yi dañoo ñëw toog di ñu mbaamal politiciens yi dañoo ñëw toog di ñu nax politiciens yi dañoo ñëw toog di ñu jaay wax ju rëy rek it should go past that level. This should be about you being able to tell the public am na sa jaar-jaar wax naa ko su dul America dugg naa si America mu ne Gambian democracy is different from American democracy which we will respect for him. Why? Buga nekk njiit foo munti nekk whether in America la whether in Europe la whether in Senegal la in Gambia la sa der suñ ko taxalee si dara ngene da nga seek public office da nga war a génn nga oko askan bi am na yu bari yooy def for the interest of the people wala supposedly pour represent askan bi whether def nga ko ni nga ko war a defee or not at the end of the day su askan bi amee concern da nga war a génn su Musa Batchilly parewuta wax ak askan bi tey laa la wax de through the media fooguma su demee nekk président dëkk bi dina pare pour wax ak yéen yu bari ñu ngi xew ci dëkk bi right now Barrow government bi ñu ngi leen a accuse of everything by next week di ngeen gis ñu génneel leen suñ investigation ci Koyna gis ngeen ko through other platforms suñ investigation bi ak ñeneen ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi investigate li nga xam ne moo nekk di xew Koyna si land dispute issue si caste system problem bi land dispute problem as we speak ëllëg waa Sukuta ñu ngi am a problème boo xam ne they have an event going on foofu noonu which we are invited pour ñu cover ko ak yeneen yoo xam ne ñu ngi go on Barrow government bi is really unwilling to talk to the media about a lot of things Gambians si jëfi deportation bi ñu ngi ko waxtaanee every single time yéen a ngi dégg government bi ak seen stance yooyu noonu our governments need to be accountable our leaders need to be accountable dañ war a pare pour waxtaan ak Gambians si pour di jox Gambians si information about li nga xam ne moo nekk di go on ak naka la fa demee ak li nga xam ne ñu ngi leen koo accuse Lolo is something that they owe to the Gambian people. Fatou Jallow, Tufa Jallow, Migenasi, Yaya Jammeh daf ko rape. It's a very big allegation. Yow mi nga xamne yaay number 1 citizen of the country. Yow mi nga xamne yow yaay the president of the country. Yow ya wara aar Gambians, yow ya wara protect Gambians. Lolu sa responsibility la. You are the commander in chief of the Gambian National Army. Security réew mi kaaraange citizens yi through the interior ministry and through the defense ministry loolu ak through the secret service ak through the national intelligence services yépp ci sa loxo la nekk yow so yow mi war a protect citizens yi soo ñëwee di rape citizens yooyu how hopeful is the country if Musa Batchilly moom mi war a aar Gambians yi moom mu war a creatal Gambians yi job moom mu war a protect Gambians yi seen interest moom mu war a make sure every Gambian am nga food on your table sa 3 daily meals yi yaa ngi koo am sa health care comme ni mu ko waxee yaa ngi am wér bu yaram moom mu war a make sure ne lépp loo soxla ci réew mi yaa ngi ko am su Musa Batchilly moomu parewut a def loolu su Musa Batchilly moomu parewut a waxtaan ak Gambians yi su Musa Batchilly moomu parewuta answer question si ordinary Gambians yi daan seen doole nekk sabarkat mu jël la pour liggéey loola comme niñ ko waxee fayut la comme ni ko ñoom Cheikh Fall accusé foofu there is something somewhere that he needs to clear there is something iffy su Musa Batchilly toogee ordinary Gambians bugg a tukki mu ne leen dama leen a lijjantil tukki jël xaalis si ñoom joxul leen visa joxul leen xaalis ba tey ji loolu is cause for concern mane su Musa Batchilly toogee ordinary Gambians amee i taxi mu wóorloo leen whole day promise la leen ne dinaa leen fay because amewut moto boppam waxtu jot leen fayut leen ba ñeneen di leen fay loolu is something that is worth taking care of. It's very important for us to know this. It's very important for us to pay attention to this. It's worth looking into. Gis nga Gambia dañ war a bàyyi suñ xel nekk ni Tom Dick and Harry rek moo war a mun a toog ne dafa bugg a nekk president or something ñu jox kooku that opportunity. Hello caller. Hello caller.
Hello. I mean, if you can't provide English, then
you're a piece of garbage.
Su fekkee ne ngeen balal ñu rek. That's a call that came through. You foog ne boromam daf doon bugg a dugg si rek bon unfortunately we will not accept calls at this point. Dégg ngeen Cheikh Njie toog fii comme ni ma leen ko waxee Cheikh wanted to have a debate with Musa at the office but to avoid that we did not bring him on pour mu toog ak Musa ñu jàkkaarloo waxtaan waaye jox nañ ko the opportunity. Now if we write this story, now if we say anything tomorrow he will be in moy njaka gina pour actually def lolu nonu mo moy njaka gina pour def yenay. It is unfortunate ne fofu lañ tollu with Musa Batchilly. It's so sad, it's so unfortunate ne fi lañ tollu ne people that are vying for the highest office, it doesn't matter who it is. Correction siñ la wara laaj ñun yiñ la bëgga laaj mom lañ feel ne more important for the Gambian people to know, mom lañ feel ne moy the relevant thing for the Gambian people to know, and there is no doubt that it is important pour ñu xam who Mr. Batchilly is. Sa affaire xaalisam bëggut ko waxtaane, li mo liggéey bëggut ko waxtaane, lim nekk di am bëggut ko waxtaane, all the things yoo xam ne laaj nañ ko si affaire business am bi wala affaire patem bi and the like, he was not in a position to talk about. And I think it is very important for Musa Batchilly to actually understand loolu noonu, xam ne kat Gambia is our Gambia, moom ak yeneen ñi yépp ñu bëgg a vow for the office of the president. They need to be scrutinized, they need to be talked about. Li nga xam ne moom lañ leen jiiñ kenn warta bañ ñu yekkal la jiiñ la doma, waaye bul nangu ñu fekk la ñu yekkal la ci, bul bañ ñu yekkal la ci gaali xaj waaye buñ la fekk nga see lekka, bul bañ ku la jiiñ doma waaye buñ la fekk ngay soccoo eeli liir. Kon this is what we have for you. Unfortunately Musa Batchilly gis ngeen mu pare pour jóg, no matter how the condition is. Maslaha, professionalism, you cannot walk away. Dafa mel ni Musa Batchilly su demoon di negotiate dara as president of the Gambia, toog si table bi fi nga xam ne fa la ñoo negotiate in Gambia, in Gambia or anywhere else, mu war a toppatoo dara on the name of the Gambians, on behalf of the Gambians, in the name of the Gambia, mu toog ci table boobu noonu ñu jox ko opportunity pour mu address dara, whether ñu nag international community bi or something. Musa will end up not handling that the way he should. Suñ ko waxee luñ ko warta wax wala ñu wax loo xam ne moom laay gut loolu noonu, dafa walk away from the deal. It's unfortunate ne foofu lañ tollu, waaye Musa Batchilly should be able to pay attention to that. Musa Batchilly dafa war a bàyyi xel loolu. Soo demee pour nekk président, diplomatie dafa am solo. Gis nañ fi président Barrow muy ñaaña, where were you Dr. Cissé? Ana Dr. Cissé, we have seen that. We have seen Mr. Batchilly mu daw Mr. President Barrow mu ne where were you Dr. Cissé? We have seen it. President Barrow saying where were you Dr. Cissé? Mr. Batchilly is still at the studio. Su fekkee ne you said you wanted to go, Mr. Batchilly, joxoon naa la the opportunity. Su fekkee ne you want to continue the conversation, I will gladly give you an opportunity. But if you want to seek the office of the highest office in the country, we think you need to be more willing to listen to the Gambian people, to talk to the Gambian people and address things on behalf of the Gambian people. Wax dëgg neex yàlla, it shouldn't be about buga wax rek wala muna wax rek. There are issues yoo xam ne dafa ñor Gambian people bi, ma invite la ne la dañ buga waxtaan ak yow about those issues, and it is important that you open up to talk to the Gambian people about that. It will be very disappointing. So waroon na toog yow on the table ngeen yow yaay president Gambia, nga toog si table di negotiate draft for the Gambia, and at the end of the day ñu wax la loo xam ne yow bugguloo ko o layguloo ko, ni nga doxalee nii dafa wone ne maybe you are gonna walk away from that. Wala comme li nga wax noonu ne soo demoon bañ jox la opportunity, yow su fekkee ne just because I'm a journalist and I'm trying to interrogate you and ask you questions that yow buggulooy dégg questions yooyu noonu ba tax ngeen ne da ngaa walk away, ba tax ngeen ne beneen yoon suñ la requesté for an interview you will not grant that interview. This is not anything personal against you. I know some of your family members, which we have talked about before you know on air, Mark Yo. So this is nothing personal. These are the issues that the Gambian people want to know. These are ordinary Gambians who think that they have gone through a lot and they want A, B, and C that came and bring us allegations, and we are trying to ask you about those allegations, but you just want to talk about your linga bugadef, lelenga bugadef, lelenga bugadef. These are important things that need to be addressed, Mr. Batchilly. I will give you the opportunity since you haven't gone and you guys have called back. It looks like you still have something to say to me. Te su fekkon ne togon nga ci gannaaw comme ni wala don am laaje nga tontu suma question ci ndekon by now génn nañ ci issue yi allegations ci bu yàgga duga nañ ci topic si nga bëgg ñu waxtaane duga nañ ci sa agenda li nga bëgg defal Gambians and the like. But yow ak all other politicians, is about time ngeen xam ne the highest position in the country is not a position of joke, and those days are gone where Gambians will watch and see ñu seetaan pour nit ñoo rek wax benn ñaar ñetti mbir ñu óolu la ñu bàyyi la suñ dëkk bi. This is not a joke. This is about our livelihood. You are criticizing President Barrow and other people because to you they are doing things loo xam ne is not right, and you think you have a better agenda to serve. And I hope you and all other politicians learn from these things. Ngeen xam ne jamono jooju dafa passé. we are here and we will talk su ngeen ñu joxutee opportunity dinañ wax te suñ waxee askan bi dinañ ñu déglu we want to give you guys the opportunity suñ toogoon rek binda wala ñu wax allegations yi wala indi ñooñu ñu wax si Musa Batchilly te joxuñ la opportunity just like li nga wax noonu ne point the Voice newspaper never contacted you. We contacted you and specifically I was specific with my dealing with you. Dama la ne dama bëgg pour nga ñëw nga clear the air on these allegations against you, especially this thing ne yaa ngi on the run and you were very okay with it. In fact, nothing ever came up to talk about your agenda. Before you door ngene ma how long la interview manela ne nañ dem wara wax ak Musa Batchilly my first interview with you dina la laaj few background information about yourself before we get to the issue, but primary reason of calling this interview is for you to clear the air on this allegation. Kon ma bayla rek, since you guys call back, hopefully you want to now respond to the questions or you have something you want to say. I will still give you the benefit of the doubt and the opportunity pour nga continue Mr. Batchilly. Bismillah.
Yeah, Madega.
Mangla Dega, loud and clear.
Okay, Mr. Juve, maybe you're not going to go to Akuma, is a different issue. Man, Banuma answers to any allegation. I'm ready to answer any allegation. The money. Boma la few allegation. Danga wane gaine taxi, gaine amount run, gaine sabarkat bi, gaine li manoko. Brother, let's talk about something else. Because Nyohobai is baseless. None my answer. Then I said, please, can we talk about something very important, agendas and everything? You know, let me answer your questions. Manoko on the run, number one, on the run, beside more time, I create more interview. You know, because I have a lot of things to solve. On the run, they go what's the allegation. Man, they maut, they dem sumakir, they sumabagasi, criticata, Lord Fella Bena. The day voice did I this letter, they never contacted me. That's not true. You understand? That's not true. Voice, Lunowa, that Amondu is on call for. You understand? Number 3 allegation, Mengane Mahoma Serfal. Serfal is a good brother. Serfal, he knows. She always call me. We ate together in the house. He knows me and I know him. Lufanega Mohammed. So that's clear. Number 3, if he taxi criticata, that's on call for. It's not true. You understand? That's on call for. Number 4, what's the number 4 allegation again?
So how is it so hard now? Linga defak money. Is this not what I was just requiring for my life? The simple question but you said you were not going to talk about it. Then talk about
that time. Bro, can we talk something else? You don't know how I feel. You don't know after Buma off. Wanako Fatu now hello. That's a privacy. How I feel was you don't know. You don't really know how I feel. Madam. But I don't need to come on the air to tell how I feel. You understand? So no matter. So, but now I clear this. I'm not on the run. What they say they went to Mouse and collect my stock is a lie. It's not true. Sabarkat Bisuma Bubala. I like him. He's part of God. He's a nice guy. He knows what I know and he knows I know what he know. There's a good relationship with me and him.
Legi fenga legi yo fi Cheikh Fall bobu. Ndax fenga
I will repeat again. Cheikh Fall knows what I know, he knows. I have a good relationship with him.
Why Mr. Batchilly, ñun naka lañ mëna joté ci lolu? How can we get that information?
Munala text number Cheikh Fall nako.
I have Cheikh Fall's
in private. Let me manoko everything is okay, but I will give you Cheikh Fall's number. Sumana text is WhatsApp. Now call Nala when everything is okay.
By the way, I have Cheikh Fall's number. By the way, and lima la wax ni. These things just didn't just come to me. Okay? These are things yo xamne ordinary Gambians ñoo gis Mr. Batchilly vying for politics. Ñu ne kii moo war a ñëw ne dafa bëgg a nekk président ni Gambia. Kii def ma lii ak lii ak lii. Ñu start di contact media bi. Man nekkuma Gambia maa ngi toog ba Seattle. Pour ma jot this information, Mr. Batchilly, people bi ñooma
Mr. Diouf, gis nga nit yow sax soo bëggee bàyyi me am not looking for president. Su fekkee institution mun nga ko def mun nga ñu ñëpp join ñu liggéey. Su ma gisee if I would have seen a genuine party bu nga xam ne is a genuine bu nga ne liggéey man liggéeykat la dama xool ma xam ne su ma liggéey ak xam nga ñu liggéey dafa différent yow mun nga liggéey sa liggéey ma mun nga ko yow tam mun nga sa man dama liggéey bu ma bugga dafa develop country bi du nekk si office bi ñuy enjoy AC bi non.
Okay, now let's make
but let me say fa même tuuti yow soo jegee léegi nga dem si baay bi nga dem nga ne da nga nekk political party leader ma brother ne indi story against you lu nga xam ne There is no matter what, how good am I nengin allegation Mugabe da fajarut.
So
ne wa lunga hande ne ku fofu ne wa lunga me pour talis image bi.
Wa legi ma laaj la
ma laaj yefi Sefal gis nga Sefal. Sefal man duma wax yefi Sefal he knows what I know and I know what I know. So la college la wa lu nek so is right, but me what I do for him he knows that. And what he did for me I know that. Lo rek la mo na.
Legi ma laaj okay, so o nga ñom Cheikh Fall, did you take ñom Cheikh Fall to Jara Soma and they asked you to pay them 17,000 nga fay len 10,000 o len 7,000 until this day o yu lo len xaliss bobu lolu amna ndax amut?
Mr. Diouf mang la wa mané Cheikh Fall suma xarit la wax na mom do nono suma kër ñu ndogu ci orwer korbi what I did for him he knows what he did for me I know for rek la mëna am so ke bu ga analyze into others no one can push me more than that.
Okay, legi did you some Gambians accuse you you were involved in business ne len yow dang leena lijentil visa pour yobulen Kosovo back in the days in 2011? Do you have any encounter with some Gambians yo xamne yow da nga nekkon ci business di lijenti visa for people, you take money from those people, but tay ji from what they said, and this information I got less than 24 hours ago, boroma mune yow be tay ji joxulo len xaliss send money back and you never legenti visa for them, call nañ la besona and you didn't. In fact, one of the people told me ne mom yo yobuna la even see police sax, and there is a record of that in the police station. Demba ak tay we did not have the opportunity to actually even verify that information from the police, but dinañ def some further investigation on that. Ne am nañ lol nono. You are also accused of giving false check to Gambians because amna business yu dox ak ñom. Lan moy sa tontu ci lolu?
Mawala bena false check. The mangere number 1 2011 ngane man ma utal visa 2000 I was not in the country 2011 but that's a lie. You see 2011 I was not even in the country.
Bel yang don dem ak ñew yow wax nga ne yang don dem ak ñew. Yow wax nga ne yang don dem ak ñew, you were going back and forward, so you never been involved
in the country 2011. I didn't have 2011. I was not even I was in Nairobi.
So you have never been involved with, at any point, have you ever been involved in trying to take money from people in the pretext of legentil visa to travel to Europe, anywhere in Europe? You're Muslim involved in that type of business.
And I'm my embassy for the flow. Am I embassy to do that?
So yes or no? Have you ever
been involved? Embassy to issue visa?
Have you ever been involved in that type of business? Yes or no?
My brother, I'm asking you, am I embassy to solve the issue? What I told you, they said 2011, I was in Nairobi. So now that I fly in Nairobi, joining them out Kosovo. What Kosovo? It's not true.
Mr. Batchilly, man mangi ni America, but mangi ni I have a place in Gambia. I'm doing business in Gambia right now. You are sitting in our studio in Gambia and all of that. So you don't technically need to be in the Gambia to do business, and especially those type of businesses. My
brother, I'm repeating again. I have not issued any visa issue with anybody.
So Musulo deal with that. Remember, these are things that we are going to follow, and we will try to get these people. In fact, Amna Kunyu Wahne, he had you sign a document with a copy of your ID card, which you told them, which of course you signed, Lolo. They have an agreement with you, and you have this signed. Again, we will follow up on some of these things, and this is not Mr. Batchilly alone. We are digging into all the people who want to be leaders of the Gambia. We need to vet our leaders. We need to have people who are very.
My brother, if you want, I'm giving if you want vet from Argentina to Zimbabwe, from A to Z, vet it. No problem. You are welcome.
Okay. So dafa am Cheikh Fall si bir waxam mu ne yow ya wax ne you have President Barrow. You are just trying to make noise out of this. You want to make noise, President Barrow degala suko defe mu ola defla minister, and then that way you will be able to make money. What is your response to Sheikh Fall's allegation?
That's another story, a fabrication story. I will never work with, I will only work with Barrow for the interest of the country. I don't need him to give me any position. I don't want his position. When it comes to the interest of the country and I see his betterment and he bring agenda, we support him.
Okay.
Besides that, I don't need, Barrow is there. I've never even visited him.
Simple.
So did I call? And these are stories. People are, if those people who are talking, let them come and form their own political party. They say they're concerned citizens. They're capable. Let them do it.
Well, according to Sheikh Fall, he's not even qualified to actually fit or he's not able to form a political party, amud mahamabi, the academic qualification, and he doesn't also have the money to do so. Why, these were the allegations that we have heard so far about you. Affaire jigen bi nga xamne dang ko o xaliss what is your response to that? Because it was on the Voice newspaper yesterday. I asked you that question briefly.
The Voice newspaper clarify, send all the information to you. The Voice newspaper luta madengane am on the run. On the run mean the mandama daw, mange daw jigen bi, mange daw court bi, which is I'm calling for. It's a defamation character, it's a lie. I never run away, I have not, and I will never run. I'm in my house, doing what you yep to dega, owing to some people. Everybody owes, I owe. I have said that in my many interviews.
Okay.
So for me to put this in this on Monday, I will deal, my lawyer will deal with the Voice.
Okay.
The truth will come, inshallah.
Honestly, these are the only allegations that I have that did not take us more than 10 minutes to talk about. Large langa tonto masirek, you move on to other things. If you
this is an allegation, but the allegation be this na sumame aduna bi alel, madimal aduna bi yep, I'm not going to money definitely. Lulu is part of life. So ne danga hall need secretary say, yo Mr. Jube, I'm no problem. I'm not kutukata. Maybe it's known which is not known. That's part of humanity. May I'm not here to accuse or even sumahane ni to anamalubon. Dumawa. Cause yala mune nga balal mana believe in forgiveness. There's people who offended me madly. Some of them talk rubbish about me. I have record on them. I will never mention, even if they are vying to. Some of them even have business orders. They call me. They say, "Do you know him?" I say, "He's a good guy. Just open your eyes. Just be very mindful." That's it.
Okay.
Do my yahanit. Masuma pa jangun nunya hanit. Ningomu noru. Kugom di yahanit danga olu saboba. So olu saboba do yahanit. Ku olu bobam do de yahanit. Man naga yaha na yaha sube yala sune duma yahu. Ma yalla la ragal wa man dama amo fortune ku nek dafa am fault. If you are buying the best position I'm them fault yolente du nemuna they are good they make fault between them Allah am na yolente submit mistake den digante yalla bala len so ku man duma mistake so mistake no way ngene use that mistake ne di li then I'm trying to do my best to help the country. Why won't you join me or you do your best we collaborate to develop the country?
How come
allegation? Mr. Jube, don't you know my taxi? Manama ma board but I pay my taxes. Ngana dama ban check la jox nit ne for check. Naka la lay nit check for check. Where?
So how come
ngana ma amana sefal ngana amana sefal. Mane sefal mo xamna ku bala nit ku bala mo xamna ma xamna def na lu ba su ndegante te jamo mo fa nek mo xamna nga ñewati ngana ma yefi visa Kosovo where in Kosovo kuma man hana man na embassy pour defa nit Kosovo and the day they say I was not even in the country. Let me tell you something about me, Mr. Duke, for clarification. Right now, you also have a problem anywhere in the world. I have the capability, I have the know-how. And anyhow, I will come immediately. I will take undertaking Mandimalila. Mano Lagel.
Jerejef, thank you.
Mano Lagel. Suma family system isa. Ko nek alisiaru. Light ko da pa neki. Da pa dimale mem dugal bobam si problem.
Thank you very much.
Man dama de dimale ni dama jël problem mané ko mako mom. Problem jangor ma jël ko man dimale ni. Non la mel. I will keep doing that till I die. I'm there for the people. Not only Gambia, whole humanity. So maybe you don't know me. I will invite you one day when you come to Gambia. We sit, we talk face to face. Alhamdulillah. Do you have another question to go?
No. As far as the allegations, these are the allegations we have heard so far. Unless there is more, but whenever we hear something about anybody, ñun as media, we are required to follow due diligence, which is to reach out to the person concerned pour boromam tontu ñu yow lo ñoo tontu lolu ci yow la des waaye ñun all we are required to do mooy ñu reach out to you.
I love people to criticize me more and more every day.
We will continue.
Criticism to me, remember, criticism to me is like I'm adjusting myself.
Well, we will continue to knock our doors. I was disappointed to hear you say that if this is the question, we will ask you about allegations and stuff in the future. And I'm saying this because we go through this a lot. People in Gambia, when we interview them, when we ask them questions, or depending on how we do our job sometimes, I only ask questions. I don't take sides until I hear both sides of the story. Analysis is as a result of, let me finish, the analysis I just did is as a result of the way you acted of trying to even take the microphone off and leave and say you were going to go and not willing to answer.
Mr. Juve, you don't know how I feel. That's not respect Nakala. Money, Mr. Juve. Can I go? I'm feeling something you don't know. The more respect you know. Now question man go memo tuti. No. You know, ask your how you call it, your presenter here. Private. If I hear that out, I will sue you. But this is to show this is to show you that there's something super. Call Marco Toy. Big Marco apologize.
Well, for people,
it's between me and you. So I'm gonna need. Don't assume. Don't really assume. Assumption is not right. You find facts. Facts more than Mr. Juve. You know what I believe? I thought you are coming and ask agendas. It is a hamnalul. This is Sumasa the best. I'm not even the number than I said. I said, no mistake. People will still accuse them.
Mr. Batchilly, there is no better source or better man accuse anything. I called you.
Don't put word in the mouth. I said, people, even if I'm clean, they will accuse me.
Man, find facts, which is what you said. That I wouldn't get facts from anywhere better than from you, the source, you, the person that is accused, you that is involved. Partly I'm saying this because we hear this a lot. We see this, and by next week, in fact, I am coming on air to do a show specifically on the public relation officer of the Gambia Police Force. Bany na ko betta house forum sah ne Gambian talents mentioned suñ tour sah, but he was referring to us because he continues to do several things and does not include Gambian talents in those things simply because we published a story that supposedly they didn't like. And this is not a personal thing. So they may be run public office, wala nga buga run public office dek, momat law sa bopate institution binga run a political party like you said, you don't own it. Mr. Njai, for example, of the Gambia Police Force doesn't own the Gambia Police Force. Bemwara neka the public relation officer, betach we publishing a story that he didn't like before, tach he doesn't give us opportunity anymore pour ñu wax ak mom. Yange xagn Gambians yu deglu Gambian talents. Ñoo xamne Gambian talents rek lañoo déglu wala this is the only source of information for them. Yang leen koo xañ information bi nga xam ne war nañ koo xam. And secondly, yaa ngee def sa boppa injustice tamit because ñun suñ toogee ñu dégg dara si Musa Batchilly wala si Gambia Police Force wala any other institution ñu war a wax si institution boobu noonu yow ki nga xam ne yaay di custodian of the information nga war ñu koo jox joxuloo ñu ko ñun luñ xam rek la ñoo wax te luñ xam might be misleading to the public.
Mr. Diouf ne danga dawuma danga amel taxi mangere danga amel ki mangere danga amel rek nga dega bor de bor certain bor mu fa certain bor ñu nga fenen ku amul bor this kind of allegation dama visa lo yeb wax ne lolu bu yaga wax ne def de no one can remove to me.
Okay, wow, legi de
understand am na ñu nga xamne sa don't you know that the problem that sometimes some of the few allegations because of I help people at the end of the day they turn and against me.
Wow, you know it wasn't very hard.
So you how many su wa lolu lu nga xamne dama wallahi my brother let me tell you so man Mr. Diouf, let me tell you about reality. I fear less. Whatever I do, when you ask me, I say, yes, I did it. But when you tell me whatever I don't do, I tell them, look, you are cleansing me. I never done it. I have never done it. So this allegation of this running is a lie. That they took is a lie. I owe these people certain people. That's not a lie. Certain people. I know who I owe. That's right. But when they say about these petty things, to me, they are entitled to their opinions. They're just cleansing me. If that's going to be, I'm not looking for presidency. I'm looking for the betterment of Gambia. I might be the president. Even if the whole entire world against me, that I cannot be the president and Allah says I will be the president, I will be. If the whole world supported me with all my bad attitude, there is president in the world they killed before they become a president. They slaughtered people before they become a president, and they end up becoming a president. With all the bad attitudes, all the allegations, people heard about it, they interviewed them, they know with proofs. At the end of the day, Allah decreed that they're going to be president, they become a president. You understand? For me, the only worst thing they will accuse me that I will run, moi su fek reyna nit ya neela musalma ak julit yépp fi lolu wala té na jigen bu nga xamné ne ko suma jabar wala ma bira jigen bu nga xamné ne ko suma jabar lolu la ragal té na otu nit la domi adama la dama ñaan yàlla mu protect du suma doole du suma xam-xam du suma gis-gis du suma jamarnes du suma competence yàlla moo ma yàlla protect ñu ñëpp si loolu. But the presidency, if Allah wills, I have one thing I know. I'm not saying I'm president. One thing I know, I can satisfy Gambians. Wallahi, when even the dollars that I have, man, suma halis $1 million. Bala ma watch this office me. Jidi sunegala suma ega can maybe $10,000. Then that shows that a leader will give, not a leader don't take. One who gives are the one who can, they are competent. One who takes, this is not one who takes. They can eat, but they will never sleep. But one who gives, he will sleep, but he don't eat. I'm a man who gives out of less care. So lila la munawa allegation buga duwa yep sunega degala manamawa our old people that's true. But to forge, to do something which is legal, alhamdulillah, if they want to say, let them say. But me, I know I'm a genuine person. I deliver for the interest of the country. If Allah decree I'm a president, alhamdulillah. If Allah don't decree I'm a president, alhamdulillah. But I do know whoever I work with for the betterment of Gambia, we will excel, we will succeed. Because you cannot be the President Jawara, be the President Jameo, the President Barrow, President Barrow, make noise. President Barrow, he knows my capability. I respect him as a president. Man, I can deliver. I will never work with the president because of my interest. I will work with the president just for the interest of Gambia. And if he show me that I'm position, I don't need no position from him. I don't want no. He asked me political management ideas. I even wrote a letter to the president. It's almost Monday. Monday will make 2 weeks. I know 1 week or 2 weeks to show that let's put a national dialogue. Mom ask stakeholders here, you buy soon defended who you talk, you find the proper solution to solve the issue of the Gambia. If you reject that, Namusulolu, Mujoma how come he doesn't love the country? He's an independent president. He doesn't belong to any party. He needs to talk to stakeholders. We are secretary generals, all the political party leaders. Let's put our difference aside. Let's bring peace and unity for the country. Let's talk to the president and support his agenda for the interest of the country. Those agendas, they need to be shown to all political leaders. We scrutinize it. We know this one is good for the country, which one is not good for the country. The agendas that are good for the country, we will table is going to open dialogue. All the media outlets will be invited. We know the truth, and then if he fails to deliver that, we will against him. If he support it, and 2021 we go to politics, all leaders have the right to send agendas to the citizen. Whoever they choose 2021 election, alhamdulillah. Until then, I'm asking Gambians, let's leave the negative thoughts. Let's leave this volate jasa su yala mune boom check ante.
Okay.
Boom check yala mo walur yala suñu checké. Allah himself, if he checks any human being, we're going doomed to fail. Okay. Why are we checking ourselves?
Okay.
Man check buma bañ moy fen musma fen te duma fen. Wallahi no man like ma ko de man yes.
Okay, Mr. Batchilly.
My own personal life got to do with anybody. So Mr. Jupe, I'm glad, I'm happy. I want you to invite me again. Whether it's Wednesday, whether it's Monday, whether it's Friday, whether it's Saturday, let's talk about the agendas, the manifestos of the country, the resource of the country. Let them people knows about that. Majority of Gambians don't even know we are rich. They thought we are recipient getting donors from the EU, from the Western world, from the ECOWAS world. We don't need that. We have resources that we can tap on and develop this country. Short time could be 5 to 10 years, long time could be 20 years or 30 years. Gambia will be the Gambia that we believe in and we deliver. Mr. Joe, I'm humble and grateful that you invited me. My doors are open. The party doors are open. Anything you want to know, the manifesto of the party, I can send it to your email. You read it, you understand. Gambia Action Party leader Batchilly. I'm ready to face any kind of thing. Buying a real position, they will criticize you. They will, even your own family will criticize you. Some will love you. Allah is the creator who gave life and death, and people talk shit about him. Prophet Muhammad is the cleanest. He owes. Prophet Muhammad himself, the Fajr Mubam, Muroma Sahaba Siya Mudem Tailoko. Who's Batchilly? Even if I own billions of dollars, how many billionaires owes? How many billionaires owes? So people are checking on this minor thing. Look at the competence of the people. So begin ligani so whole problem of dole muna jubu.
Mr. Batchilly,
Remember to sufeke ne muna mun na liggéey mun na deliver xoolal loolu moo sa interest yow te am nga bots. If you check each for the bots we are doomed to fail. This land will never go and will fail. Man mun naa dunda be aduna jeex alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin te du ma sonal kenn but the masses that am worried. The government masses no my yerim, man no la yerim, and I will even sacrifice my soul for in the name of Allah to make sure Gambia go, and I will have the heart to do it.
Wa Mr. Batchilly, degana linga wa ngene you owe, and owing is definitely nothing wrong with it. It's always good nga owe, but ndax yange fay linga owe because jigen jinga
yes, I pay some of my debts. Some of my debts are not yet paid. Okay. And they will pay very soon. So my brother, even you owe. Wow. Even you owe. Do you owe some people?
Wow.
You never owe your whole life?
Yes, I owe. But then so owe
some of your debts are paid, some of your debts are not paid.
So wow,
so it's not physically to me. Limui hanga banuma manamo the first day of interview in the whole entire world that I owe. I was genuine to hold goal that I owe. Some paid, some are not paid, some are half paid, some are not yet paid yet. Some got delayed. So why they keep emphasizing on that?
Okay.
Look at my competency. I'm going to leave Gambians who excel. You understand me? I don't look at anybody's how you call it bots. Or like Mr. Duke, wallahi. Bumba Dega sa interview. I'm going to like this. My like this talent TV. Manga what? The way you were interviewed, man, I like this man. I don't care about your bots. Can you see me send a message to the day na man sama fu? See a message to the day I'm telling man no do suma affair. But keep lum dewa lola deglu. So certain deglu wa. I'm not for nobody jangana mu dumalakoa. But yanga mtiabu. Why are they concentrating on the debts? People who know me, I'm not saying, wallahi, my life, so could divide it into 100%, 85% I'm clean.
Mashallah.
85% of my life I'm clean, 15% I'm dirt. Anybody life who's 85% clean, then you are success. You are doomed to success. I'm a successful person.
Thank you very much.
Suma papa manuma wa suma papa bumo dunde ni address pa mane baba bail ma take care like that suma sister jaha mariama ni jaha len ko de oy jaha rohi bo mo nik na real ne mo mariama Batchilly mariama Yalli Batchilly laaj ko mlande man suma amé yeb la ko de joxe man ma de jël mais de jël bor ati my brother my 85% of life is excellent so little bots mu ma nek 100 bots because I'm a human being. I'm born to make a mistakes. Everybody is born to make a mistake. If you want to take my mistake to put me down, Allah will put you down.
Mashallah.
Because Allah Himself accept that. I pray to Allah, I made Him forgive me. But the competency, ninge tonyala, ninge fen, ninge jalo, ninge nansangara, ninge dasuniti, nga no yala sutura sululu, nga de Batchilly do mistake. Oh, I'm not fibor, definitely tat na faili. Oh, Batchilly karabai. That means you are jealous of Batchilly, man. Batchilly is a competent person. Give a chance to Batchilly. Batchilly will deliver, man. And Mr. Duke, whoever becomes the next president, and Batchilly is involved in that government, billahi, you will see changes. Man, gising abaro, sumane the man dega liga mo mucho ma position, cause the man ama, cause manuma njekawa, the man they no screen from the technocracy from 1954 independence but today, new whole, new genuine, new Lugan, new call all Gambians outside Gambia. If you love your country, you believe your competence to come and help the president. President will succeed, Gambia will succeed. President will fail, Gambia will fail. My whole my president Gambia la whole. Loretta mane mambuguma sumatogama. I'll talk to him. If he give, I'll call a kote muto maneko president. Danga scream nu paneka. Wa mane sendu kore de mbamune lige. Juko kama mua danga kumuna lige ngaba kofofu. Kogu den ko scream. Muna nigga new def independent investigator munko topa. But yet any ministry, any institution, we can see whether you deliver. So deliver immediately. You report on new MC media, we talk for see on the administrative house with the state house. Name Minister of Education deliver. Jonga ko budget $400 million or $500 billion deliver. You said Lola transparency. I will work with him. I will deliver with him. I need transparency. Any institution, personal life, I don't care. But also, Munge Nansangara, for example, is a president Dures Munge Samafu. The other political leaders, you pay Munge Bon Samafu. But to make the Lunga Hane is betterment of the country. I have cardigans for them. I don't look at people but no. It's my brother and anytime, any minute you want to interview me, call even 3 o'clock in the night. I'm an action man, I'll wake up and answer you.
Let's schedule it on air. Like I said, Bimala invite for this interview specifically was to clear the issues, especially surrounding this you being on the run and the allegations against you. Now that we have addressed Lulu, unless we have new evidences or new things coming to us from people, new allegations coming to us from people, which I hope not, because clearly you are on air, you talk about it. Sumala interview, it will be on issues and policies. And since you are available to do that, or you say you want to talk about your policies, we don't want to be unfair to you people. In the land, talk like just grill or ask you questions about just, allegations and the like. No. We want the Gambian people to know Musa Batchilly. All the things Himala like I think is relevant. It will help a lot of people. Elect Dina and Benen Media House, Bubuga interview Musa Batchilly. They go and Google your name or look online to see Musa Batchilly, and this interview will pop up. Fibe 100 years.
Mr. Mandimala, Buma Mesaga at GDC, just to make one no halat. Low halat, who did not grow this allegation one name ago. Low halat, yep, Manamane, Lulega Bugagawa. Man solo man serigate ñu fay wax yépp am na ñu wax against yépp resigné in GDC ñu ma wax yépp wax yu ñaaw li ba ni la mel yépp resigné from GDC and I'm the first person who resigned in GDC wax ne man I form a political party. I formed 2 political parties within 3 years. Alhamdulillah, that's a victory for me.
Now let's schedule a day. When are you available, Ma Amla, you discuss the policies of GDC and not GDC.
My brother, if you want now, I'm really I need to go. You understand? You should understand the language because you have to understand the understanding to involve in that understanding. So right now,
no, because you've been on air for a while.
You understand?
We've been on air for a while.
There's a hikmah. You must understand the understanding. To understand the understanding, you have to involve in the understanding to understand the understanding.
Well, Lima, we've been on air for more than 2 hours. You got to go and you have other engagements. Let's reschedule. Fresh. We engage on policies. We engage on issues affecting the country. So many things you affect country. We have had an interview with you about the caste system in Garwal and Koina and in the Sarahule communities. We see what is happening about land-related problems in the country. We see the TRRC and what is happening. We see the Constitutional Review Commission Marrafa going around and asking Gambians what they want to be in their constitution and several other things go on in the country. These are all issues we need to talk about, plus your Sabopasa own policies. What would you have done differently? What do you want Gambian people to believe? Lolo Hejudfi, I want to give you another opportunity. You talk, Mark Yo. It can be on Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday.
Let's give it on Wednesday. So we get 5 hours from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. I'm ready for you, my brother.
Okay, let's do it on Wednesday.
You see, Gambia, this is Gambian. See, this is the Mobuga Gambian. You am whole Buray. I'm not comparing Gambia and Senegal. Gambia and Senegal, some of them, Senegal, they compete for success.
Okay.
Gambia, they Mobuga guy Hajan. Hajan, this is a good Hajan. Hajan cut in a position where he can deliver. I was born to be a responsible person and I was born to deliver. Tell them I deliver. This is the Mobuga Gambia, New Hampshire Bopa. I'm not insulting anyone. When I was Hamsa Bopa, who are you? What you are made for? At no Amsterdam. This country is beautiful, man. The River Gambia. You know.
Let's do it.
This is Batchilly. Thank you so much. This is criticism.
Well, let's do it.
People accuse because they could not understand me. They say he's a devil worshipper.
Mashallah. Let's reschedule.
But one thing I know, I'm not saying I'm 100% a Jew. I made few mistakes in my life. That mistake, it to me is minor, but it's not to destroy people.
Inshallah.
Look at this. Today I left my house 7:30 up to now.
Mashallah. Thank you very much.
I have so much ethical. Because Mr. Ju, I will have by this time them over 1,000 calls.
Mashallah.
Mashallah. Alhamdulillah.
You know you are
this is criticism. A leader, any leader who afraid of criticism, you're not a leader.
Inshallah, Wednesday, inshallah, at 4 p.m.
Inshallah, I'm proud of you. May Allah put barakah. One thing, I will give you an advice, brother. Make sure, make sure, when you hear the story of one, come for example, Mane Fatu, your Madam Fatu is this. Balanga wa, the Malate Fatu. Nana Bachi Munelil, Wala, Nana go Bachil Haral, Fatu Kai. Party ñëw Batchilly mu ne lii la nga seetal ko. You understand? But gis nga di werante Yonent bi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mu ne there is things are better than voluntary fasting like sunna fasting bi ak naafila yi ñu ne la mu ne ku nga xam ne daf dee sutura nit.
Masha Allah.
Ak ku nga xam ne daf am na doole mun na retaliate su fekkee dafa def destruction mu baalal ko.
Jërëjëf Mr. Batchilly.
nga gis ni tamit nga gis yes yaa ko jox bor waa ma nit mu bala ma bor de bala nit di fore la ma ne ma kenn bu ma baral suma bor I will pay my bor sooner or later I will pay but dama ne nga gis nga am nit nga man lot of people owe me dama de call them on WhatsApp ina ba ci man dama la de by 6-7 months because of alal dafa fragile boo ku nga xam ne daf dee weer nit du dee sutura nit nga buga nit pour ñu reko wallahi your day is coming in this dunya akhirah dama buga gande ne as a human being ñu def loolu ñu suturante ñu su mami back in days in su mamati gis nga si kër yi dañ de suturante Juuf Kunda ak Batchilly Kunda néego leen Batchilly Kunda su amul dara te Juuf Kunda am na ko gars yi dañ de tooga bu dee sutura ko kenn du ko gis ñu lekka boy léegi da nga gis same kër laa la wax ni am a big boy suma jabar mu ne du tooga suma other brother si segregation ñu we need unification. I will talk about unification. I love you, my brother. I love your talent television. May Allah bless your talent television. May Allah bless the Gambia. May Allah bless the Gambians. May Allah bless the African. Viva Gab. Next government, inshallah, will be Gab.
Wednesday we will
next
talk
government,
about
inshallah. Next government, inshallah, will be the Gab. Or two things. We are Gambia Action Party will be the next government, or it's going to be unity government. I prefer unity government. Maybe we make coalition. Unity government.
We'll talk about that. Duma la bàyyi nga dem into details. Fofu la cut short. We will talk about that. You prefer unity government. I will sit back and I watch this interview and I will challenge you. We'll talk about gap. We will not be napping on
Mr. Duke,
we will not nap on Wednesday. We will not
this is
nap.
one of the best guests you ever had. This is one of the most hilarious, one of the most interesting, one of the most fascinating, one of the most interesting guests. Gambians, they know, wallahi, sucha hali Roma, wamane, sucha nidiriba. Jambar la man kay njay I believe in confidence, man. And Prophet Muhammad mune da nga wara ulu sa bopa for success. I believe in number one. I fight for number one, and I will fight till I get the number one. The number one that I'm looking for is the betterment of Gambia. I will catch it and give it to the Gambians.
Thank you very much.
Much love, brother.
Thank you very much. Appreciate Nako. Wednesday 4 p.m. I will see you on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Manko announce you
no, if you were on Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. I give it to you, my brother.
No,
5 hours.
Because
you defante because journalists defante la mantam ama leader bunga hamne they know these are people that don't understand about defante more you open your hearts together. The heart has to open, the man has to, and the positive will come. People think defante is negative. Defante is reality. No lila majanga siyo ngajanga siman for the betterment. For the negative for the betterment. Journalists are defante.
Yes,
some of them, but the voice, I will deal with the voice. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Mr. Batchilly. 4 p.m. on Wednesday, definitely, because so tele nyorek that will be late for me here is 3 a.m. actually my time. Motah manela lolo no I appreciate ko bu baax kon yene ko gis Musa Batchilly dem na. I don't think this is hard. And I hope he learns from this and other politicians that are watching this learn from this. Sorry to use the word, but this is not supposed to be to babysit each other. Musa Batchilly yi mako laaj. It did not take us more than 10 minutes. Pour ma laaj ko questions yo yi mu tontu ko. I did not judge him and I don't have to judge him. But then suñ la laajee tontu wulo, definitely we'll make analysis and analysis yo nonu. I mean dafa am lu ñu ci cere yi dafa am lu mo ndurot. It's important for our leaders to understand this. It's important that we grow and pass certain levels. Gambia dañ wara grow like other countries have grown. Aduna bi dafa nekk di dox te dañ wara dox ànd ak moom. It wasn't hard at all for him to answer those questions to me. But he would not even give me the opportunity. He said he will not listen to me or anything. Duma deglu ma call la joy no mom ñewut pour answer lolu. He was here just to talk about his policies and policies I will give him an opportunity on Wednesday. He comes. We will not talk about any allegations. We will talk about policies and the things that affect the country si jamono jini and how of course a gap government will operate and will run. Fokk na ne lolu am solo la. Him saying that dafa close his door. Okay, I will not talk to you anymore if this is how you're going to interview. We are getting used to that. And honestly, we will continue to sensitize the Gambian public and the Gambian in who are holding public offices. Pour ñoo xamne teguñ seen boppa ci place yoyu. If the Gambian people want to know something, they need to be able to talk to the public. Comme ni ma ko waxe ci police yi. Because we published a story of a police officer who was sleeping in the office. Dem nga liggéey ñu ngi la fay with taxpayers money. You went and sat in your office and you are sleeping. Ñu publish story bobu nono. And he wants to interrogate us how we got the picture and all of it. I mean, li waru len ko publish da ngeen yaxal ki liggéeyam. Ndax koku dañ ko fay mu dem ci office am di nelaw? Ndax dañ ko fay pour mu dem ci office am di nelaw ndax dafa dem foofu pour liggéeyal Gambian public bi. We need to hold the people in office accountable for what they do, and the media suñ primary responsibility lola. And ñun at Gambian Talents we will try to do that to the best of our ability. We will hold people accountable for their actions, and it is very important pour ñu understand lolu. Ku bëggut lolu ku munta def lolu bàyyi resignal joxe lenge yi, waaye lolu will be the only way you will be doing justice to the Gambian people. Police, they don't involve us on anything. I have engaged the PRO on multiple occasions. He has promised to inform us every single time the police has anything going on. He will not talk to us. The jail calls. He avoids us. He doesn't invite us on anything. All the press conferences he has. And honestly, we are not a small media house. We are not. Swing following be over 100,000. With over 2 to 3 million people new interact with us every month. Just on Facebook alone. Talk less of YouTube. So far, among all the online media houses or the media houses in Gambia, it's only one that has a higher viewership than us or people subscribers with over 18,000 followers. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, you are good. So we're looking at over 200,000 people who are following what we do. When the Gambia has 2 million people, that is not a small institution. And other countries, politicians, musicians, and people of responsibilities in other countries would have taken advantage of this to talk to the people, to engage the people. Now, if you don't want to engage us, we will talk. Te li ñoo wax based on liñ xam la. Suñu benn side ñëwee wax ñu contact la waxuloog ñun. Benn side bi liñ xam si ñoom rek loolu la ñoo report. And this is for our people, our politicians, our leaders, people in public offices to know. And when we talk, guess what? They are always quick to come back to us or go to other media houses and confront them or confront us and try to challenge what we said and make the same thing that Mr. Batchilly is saying, okay, well, dangen maorona large. Well, you should have reached out to me. The best way to find out is to reach out so they get that in it. When reach out then to you, the opportunity and the benefit of the doubt for you to talk and you were not willing to talk. Now, after we talk, ngena liñ wax du nonu te fekk ñun joxon nañ la opportunity pour yow nga xamal ñu lan la. This is something that we all need to learn from. If you are occupying any public office in the Gambia, you need to know that you have a responsibility to talk to the people, and media is one way for you to talk to the people. Kon ñu ngi leen a bëggee di leen gërëm leen sant seen déglu bu rafet ak seen seetaan bu rafet. Nyohobai show la woon jógee fii ci Gambian Talents TV. Mr. Batchilly, I'm glad that he ended up turning it around to actually come back and talk to us, which is what we were asking for at the beginning. Ñu laaj ko question suñ ko war a laaj mu tontu ko, and we move on. We appreciate the fact that he recognized it and he showed humility and came back and address these things. Ñu ngi ko gërëm di ko sant bu baax a baax ci kàddoom yooyu noonu, and for honoring the invitation. Matter of fact, bàyyi soxlaam yëpp ñoo honor invitation bi toog waxtaan ak ñun for 2 to 3 hours is something that loo xam ne ñu ngi ko rafetlu. Nyohobai show la incha allah dinañ am meññanta show maak Pa Ibrahima Ba ma ko to si kanam. Ëllëg dinañ am lu tax Gambia du dem show maak Iva Sarr si dimanche bi. Incha allah si lundi bi dina amaat Nyohobai show with Pa Omar Jack, the Gambian musician Pa Omar Jack. Moom lay feature on Monday. And Wednesday dinaa leen indilaat Musa Batchilly. Gis ngeen suñ team bi Gambia, all other shows ñu ngi go on foofu. Ñu ngi am xibaar yi lembe réew mi. Ñu ngi leen indil Deben Koto show bi. Ñu ngi leen indil Pulo Ardo show bi with Hadi Show, which is an entertainment show. All the different programs yoo xam ne ñu ngi leen am on the Gambian Talents TV. Ñu ngi continuer Aida Kebe indil leen Tambambalu show ak yeneen Vox Pops yeeg things yi nga xam ne ñu ngi leen ko cover ci li xew ci biir Gambia. Information, access to information is the hardest thing ci ñun suñ liggéey bi in the Gambia, and we want to continue to be able to bring you quality information. Kon lolo is very expensive to have. Musa Batchilly ngi fofu gis ngeen at some point ni mo ñaxé. We need some ACs in the studio, more ACs pour place bi gëna sedda su fa gaay nekké, because dañoo taal ay lampa. Gis ngeen man ni ma ñaxé ni suñ lampa yi can be very powerful, and we need lights yoo xamne du ñaxa bu baax, and lampa dafa indi heat. Nga wara tok 1 hour 2 hours di wax lolu rek alone dina indi heat, waxuma la otherwise. So we need a place to be very cold so that ñu mëna am access to some of these these things. So ñu ngi leen a ñaax pour ngeen jàppale ñu dañ soxla ay microphones dañ soxla ay cameras ay mixers and several other things kon yéen ñi ñuy déglu di ñu follow seeni bot la ñuy xoolee seeni gémmiñ la ñuy waxee seen noppa la ñuy dégloo kon ñu ngi leen a ñaax pour ngeen jàppale ñu su ngeen ñu jàppalee dina tax institution bi dem kanam. Gambian Talents is a non-profit public broadcasting network te su ngeen ñu jàppalee dina tax ñu dem kanam. Yéen ñuy seetaan on Facebook next to the comment section you will see a green button with a love sign. Su ngeen ko cliquer dina leen yóbbu to a secured link where you can contribute to us for only $5 a month wala boog mun ngeen ñoo yónneel any amount you have xeebuñ dara to the Gambia if you are watching us ñu suñ studio bi mu ngi in Gambia 7833524 7833524 is the number to dial su fekkee ne yéen a ngi Gambia bugg a contribute for us wala boog su ngeen nekkutee Gambia fu ngeen ci munti nekk bitim réew rek ngeen bugg a contribute to us inshallah seen contribution will go a long way by sending your comments to us comme yéen ñi ma doon wax ci Facebook maa ngi leen seen link bi foofu noonu pour nu ngeen mun a subscribe pour jàppale ñu su ngeen ñu jàppalee dina tax liggéey bi gën a yomba. We have to buy credit every month $4,300 dañ am pour spend just pour credit bi pour ñu mun a wax ak Musa Batchilly ak keneen koo xam ne ñu ngi ko interview foofu noonu si studio bi pour ronal leen programme si ngeen a gis foofu noonu yëpp live and direct is very expensive te duñ rush duñ ragal duñ taay pour di leen ñaax pour ngeen jàppale ñu maa ngi share link yooyu foofu pour naka ngeen ñoo mun a jàppale through PayPal ak through other means yoo xam ne amin di ngeen ko mun a def wala boog ngeen call ñu jokko ñu ci Gambia 7833524 ñu ngi leen ay bëggee ci seen déglu ak seen seetaan bu rafet Nyohobai show la woon jógee fii ci Gambian Talents comme ni ma leen ko waxee si kanam dinañ leen indil meññanta maak Pa Ibrahima Ba Mama Koto jërë ngeen jëf si seen déglu ak seetaan bu rafet bu leen fàtte to subscribe to our channel on YouTube Gambian Talents su fekkee ne yéen ak ñoo seetaan on Facebook like our page Gambian Talents Promotion wala ngeen toppañu on Instagram Twitter or Snapchat Gambian Talents Promotion wala boog ngeen jokk ci suñ WhatsApp group bi by sending a message to +1 404 593 6215 +1 404 593 6215 on WhatsApp. If you want to listen to or hear these shows live and direct through WhatsApp tamit you have that option. ñu ngi leen ay bëggee leen gërëm leen santa ba ci kanam. Asalaamaaleykum wa rahmatullah.